The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
And good Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the weekend. Looking in live at USD 230 District offices as we get set for the Spring Hill Broncos, welcoming in the Ottawa Cyclones. BJ Harris alongside Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo, as we get ready for the 3-1 Broncos to take on the 2-2 Ottawa Cyclones. We're here on the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, specializing in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics have decades of experience creating beautiful, healthy smiles with locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. The Broncos coming back off a tough loss a week ago at Blue Valley Southwest, one that got away from them early on, and they'll be looking to bounce back here against an Ottawa team that's probably feeling pretty good about themselves, coming in at 2-2 right now, but coming off what would certainly be a Frontier League upset from a week ago when they beat Eudora 17-14. And so a lot to talk about here on this pregame show, Matt, but 30,000-foot view, you've got the Broncos licking their wounds a little bit. How can they bounce back in the distraction-filled homecoming week? And Ottawa feeling good about things coming back, and they're a program that's coming back from the depths a couple of years ago, and here they are tonight. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think, first of all, Ottawa's going to be very, very competent coming in because very similar to game to ours, very close with Eudora. Obviously, game didn't go as we had hoped last weekend, so we need to assert ourselves from the get-go. We need to show them who's boss, literally, from the first kick.
Yep, and Broncos should be able to do that here tonight. It's a jam-packed night of activities. We'll have a busy halftime show on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show as we crown homecoming king and queen. Band and cheer will be doing performances as well. We'll even talk with representatives from the Spring Hill Fall Festival Committee with homecoming festivities and fall festival activities in Spring Hill. It's a busy, busy time, and we're happy to bring this part of it to your home, phone, computer, or wherever you may be watching in Bronco Nation. Plenty to come here on the Comfort Designs pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk about that game last week as much as we can, and we'll preview this one a little bit. We've still got your starting lineups, keys to the game, and opening kickoff here from the Shack, the Broncos and the Ottawa Cyclones tonight on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics. We're back in 2 minutes on the Comfort Designs pregame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Welcome back out here, Spring Hill High School. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo, getting set for this one. The Spring Hill Broncos taking on the Ottawa Cyclones here on the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. Matt, we'll look back to last week as much as we can stomach. It was a tough one against a really good Blue Valley Southwest team. I believe you mentioned they moved up to number
They were number three, which is they actually held serve, which was surprising. Mill Valley still ahead of them.
Mill Valley got beat in that one last week, and we're crisscrossed all the way around here. That's what's happening here. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But the Broncos just in a real tough one against Blue Valley Southwest, where they fell behind in a pretty big margin. A lot of yards after catch, contact. We talked about the physicality of the back end. The Broncos secondary is good against the run. They've been better against the pass here over the last few games, and they were okay about the deep ball and didn't let you get over top of them. It was the yards after contact, yards after catch, Everard running wild, and that's something you can work on, at least focus on film study, and here's some ways we need to approach those guys a little bit better.
Absolutely, and like you said, that's something we can do in practice. You know, you can work on tackling drills. You can put the guys in positions that are difficult to make those open field tackles are really hard. And Blue Valley Southwest had some guys that were really hard to bring down. So, you know, hopefully they've worked on it this week. They've corrected some errors, and they're ready to move on. I
think this will be a different set of competition, certainly. But Ottawa, a team that's under Walt Alexander, a longtime Topeka High head coach who took Topeka High and had them really competitive and winning a lot of games and had awesome talent, as always. Whenever we'll watch the band here as we go through our pregame show, but I knew when Walt took the job at Ottawa, it would at least change the culture. Right. I mean, he's an old-school football coach guy. I got a chance to work with him as a head coach at the Kansas Shrine Bowl a couple of times, and he's just different. And he brought an expectation of winning. It's still a long way to go probably for Ottawa, but sitting 2-2, 4 games into it, that's a team a couple of years ago. They were historically bad, and now here's Ottawa on the come, 2-2. They got to be feeling pretty good. And how do you guard against that from the Broncos side of things, of not letting that momentum go with Ottawa and let them take last week and pull it into this week?
Right. You know, you don't want to let Southwest beat you twice, and Ottawa has nothing to lose, and that's a scary opponent. When the other team, they gain from keeping it close, and they gain from a win, obviously. So, you know, Spring Hill's definitely the team right now that needs to win, needs to assert themselves, and, you know, just show who's the better team.
Broncos 3-1, Ottawa 2-2. Last week, still steady as can be. Colton McCann, 27 carries, 157 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I think he's had 3 touchdowns maybe in each of the games this year so far. Tyson B. Shore, 16 of 30. He was asked to do a ton in that game, coming back from behind, 79 yards and 2 interceptions. Patrick Stump came in late minutes against, kind of turned into a JV match at that point. 7 carries, 89 yards, but Patrick runs the ball hard, a nice change of pace. When you're the Broncos and you can go Colton McCann, Noah Anderton, Patrick Stump, I mean, you don't let off enough for the defense to rest. They're going to have to keep playing defense the whole time. They can't see 5 leave the field and go, okay, we got a couple plays off, right?
Right, it's kind of the thunder and lightning mentality. So you got a guy that's going to hit you in the mouth and a guy that's going to be able to make a cut and be gone.
And deep up front last week, certainly that was the battle that was a stalemate at best case and oftentimes not the winning side of things. We always talk about it. It's a big cliche that it all starts up front, but the Broncos, that's a strength of theirs,
right,
and something they can lean on in this game certainly tonight.
Absolutely. We need to get back to that. We need to just assert ourselves on that line, both sides of the ball.
Nice performance here by the marching Broncos here, and the time for our pregame area matchups brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. Elliott has served area communities for decades. When you're out and about traveling to your next big matchup, be sure to look for Elliott Insurance location near you. Learn more at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. What do you got going on around the area?
All right, in the Frontier League, we've got Baldwin heading down to Anderson County in Garnett. Eudora is at Lewisburg. Tonganoxie's at Bonner Springs. Paola makes the trip south to Pittsburgh. Other area network games, we have Girard going up north to Prairie View, Columbus at Frontenac, Galena at Baxter Springs. In our area game of the week, we're going to stick in Class 6A, where we have Gardner Edgerton, number 1 in Class 6A at 4-0, hosting perennial 6A power Olathe North, also at 4-0, the number 2 team in 6A. Interesting fact, Jesse Owen, head coach of Gardner Edgerton, community member of Gardner Edgerton, but he also won a state championship playing at Olathe North, so that'll be kind of interesting. He's looking to dethrone the Eagles, and we'll see if they can get it done.
Well, he's probably got a head of steam going after that win last week over Mill Valley. It kind of shook things up in 5A. Maybe not enough, but Mill Valley's still got to be the team to beat in that classification. We'll take another quick break. We'll come back. We've got your keys to game starting lineups here as we lead toward kickoff in this one. The Ottawa Cyclones and the Spring Hill Broncos here in the Frontier League tonight on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
On the direction of field directors Nor
Back out here to the
and Kimry Elton
Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Getting ready for the Broncos and the Ottawa Cyclones. Let's hear the Star Spangled Banner by the Bronco marching band. Nicely done. A few things. Tomorrow, the theme for the homecoming parade, fall festival parade, is Americana. There's few things more Americana than a high school marching band playing the national anthem before a high school football game.
Absolutely, love it.
With high school cheerleaders dancing in the forefront and a booth full of broadcasters getting ready to bring it to you. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. BJ Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo. Broncos at 3-1. Ottawa Cyclones at 2-2. It's time for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by the aforementioned Spring Hill Fall Festival. Mark your calendars now for this weekend. Those guys should be out there playing a little cornhole right now. And then a full day of festivities with the parade at 10 a.m. The park, vendors, food, games, activities all day long, ending with a street dance down at the ballparks up by Sonic M. A lot of activities and fun stuff going on at that as well tomorrow night. And then Sunday, a full day of activities as well. It all kicks off tonight with the cornhole tournament. To learn more, go to springhillfallfestival.com. We'll talk to some representatives from the Fall Festival Committee at halftime as well. Matt, what do you got for keys to the game?
I think the main thing for offense, the O-line needs to get back in form. You know, they were pushed around a little bit last week against a very athletic line. They need to create those lanes for McKenna. It's going to be the point in the year where they're getting tired. They're starting to get banged up a little bit, and they need to make McKenna's job as easy as possible. Then we need to get to the position where we can let Stump and we can let Anderton run the ball a little bit in the second half.
So that's on the offensive side. Defensively, the Broncos, what do you got those guys doing?
I think we need to keep our linebackers clean. Again, defensive line needs to assert themselves. They need to tie up those offensive linemen so they can't get to that next level. We need linebackers and outside linebackers making the tackles. We don't want to put the defensive backs on an island.
Well, We'll see if we can apply those keys to the game. It was a little bit hot today as well. Conditioning could be a factor. We'll see how that plays into it. As the sun sets, it should cool off nicely here as we're in the last week of the month of September. We had some volleyball last night. The ladies took quick work of the Lewisburg Wildcats in the Frontier League 2. I'll tell you right now, Spring Hill volleyball team's pretty good. They've got a tournament coming up tomorrow. They're going to play some state-ranked opponents. Lansing coming into town as well. That's a team that has had their number, but the Broncos are right there, and they are very good at volleyball. I watched them play last night. They're fun to watch.
That's great.
And you got a chance to go back and watch it if you want on Spring Hill Sports Live, as we were there covering the win over Lewisburg. Keep up to date with everything we've got going on at varsitysportslive.com. 10 broadcasts going on tonight across the great state of Kansas here in the eastern half, from Tonganoxie all the way down to Galena and all points in between at varsitysportslive.com. We're back in 2 more minutes with the starting lineups. Kickoff is just around the corner here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Craving a quick pick-me-up, tasty lunch, or afternoon treat? Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe in downtown Spring Hill is that rare mix of hometown charm and uptown style. At The Bean, they brew the finest cup of coffee, tastiest teas, and most refreshing smoothies and frappes around. The Bean is proud to serve delicious, handmade pastries by Scratch KC, and they have the best breakfast, lunch, and convenient grab-and-go options in town. Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe, downtown Spring Hill.
Back out here once again on the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. BJ Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo getting set for this one. The Spring Hill Broncos against the Ottawa Cyclones. It's time for our starting lineups. Brought to you by The Bean. You just saw them. The best way to Spring Hill to start your day is at The Bean. Delicious coffee, refreshing teas, and a sweet treat like smoothies, frappes, and shakes. Plus, The Bean has the best pastries and breakfast options in the metro from Scratch KC. Stop in and see them in downtown Spring Hill or online at thebeankc.com. Broncos starting lineups as we await the Broncos to take the field. First for the offensive side of things, Colt McCann Number 5, 5'10", 185-pound running back. As he goes, the Broncos go. Jackson Torres, a one wide receiver, 6'2", 215, and a junior. Gabe Elliott Thomas working his way into the starting lineup as well, 175, and a 5'10", 175-pound senior. Tyson Beshore, the quarterback, 6'2", 180, and a junior. Also for the Broncos on the offensive side of the ball, one offensive lineman, Logan Alexander, 5'11", 235, and a junior. Lewis Stadler, 6'3", Louis Stadler, 6'1", 265, and a junior. Cole Rodden, 5'10", 250, and a senior. Duncan Pinkham, 6'2", 285, and a sophomore. Carter Meek, 6'3", 320, and a senior. Cooper D. Albini's the tight end, 6'5", 220, and a senior. Corey Kirkner, one of those wide receivers, 6'3", 170, and a freshman. On the defensive side of things, it'll be Lucas Golston at a defensive back, 6', 165, and a junior. Keanu Tiafau at one linebacker spot, walk-up DN, 231, 6'1", 230, and a senior. Also on the defensive side of things, Clayton Valerie. Broncos have won the toss. They'll defer to the second half as well. Get this. They're getting ready to go. We're trying to decide between a coin toss or the boys running out of the tunnel right now, but the Broncos win the toss, elect to defer to the second half, going through the starting lineups defensively. Casey O'Neill at one defensive lineman, 6', 215, and a senior. Noah Anderton at the linebacker spot, 5'11", 185, and a senior. Ryan Paul, 5'9", 145, and a senior in the defensive back. Kendall Heiss, 5'9", 145, and a junior. And Hagen Whitcraft, 5'8", 165, and a senior. Elsewhere on the defense at linebacker, Bo Gardner, 6'3", 210, and a junior. There come the Broncos. Also up front for the Broncos, on the defensive side, Carson Royal at one defensive tackle spot, 6'2", 210, and a junior. And then Holden Lowe in the linebacker spot, defensive secondary, 6'4", 210, and a senior. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by The Bean in downtown Spring Hill. We'll take one final timeout. Kickoff is next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Stupid Go Brawly internet.
Go Brawly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit gobrawly.com to learn more.
HERS Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, HERS is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Here we go, the 3-1 Broncos, the 2-2 Cyclones. Frontier League football here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Opening kickoff is brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your new career at Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill, the leader in the manufacture of quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. To see all their openings or to apply online, go to seatsinc.com. Ryan Jackson to kick it away for the Spring Hill Broncos from right to left. And through the back of the end zone it goes. So Ottawa will start this drive.
Cyclones take over at their own 20. First and
at their own 20-yard line. Here with 12 minutes right on the clock. Cyclones in those white jerseys, white bottoms, but red helmets. It's a cool red. I like that red.
It's nice, a deep, almost burgundy red.
Mm-hmm. Broncos in the foam purples, purple tops, purple bottoms, white helmets. They'll come out all over the place. Wide receivers to the top of your screen. Turn, handoff, first guy through. Not much there. Bo Gardner
on the carry, number 11,
along with Carson Royal to meet each other on that one.
Noah Anderton.
And the carry for Ottawa. Running back in the backfield, number 11, Dante Sylvie, 5'11", 180-pound junior. They'll come out once again with 3 wide receivers. Quarterback is number 1, Zeeton Vink. That is a great name.
Right.
Vink flipping out, looking out wide. Now he'll throw it to a little bit deeper wide receiver. He's got his man caught downfield and then out of bounds. They're going to say a catch and a fumble out of bounds. Perhaps they do. All the way up there for number 28.
Javen Knapp.
Javen Knapp. Javen Knapp. 5'11", 180-pound sophomore.
Got to turn our heads in the defensive backfield. You can't defend the ball if you can't see it. But good job fighting for it at the end, trying to get the fumble, trying to get it out of bounds.
A big pass completion all the way up to the 45, 44-yard line, a 24-yard completion. Handoff up the middle again. There's that big-bodied running back, Dante Sylvie. Again, 5'11", 180 is a load coming through there, the junior. And a 5-yard run.
He's a little too clean. He didn't get contact until about 5 yards deep. So our defensive line's going to have to assert themselves, just like we were saying at the beginning of the game.
Opening drive here for the Ottawa Cyclones. Second down and a long 4, short 5. Trips to the near side, 1 wide receiver far side. Sylvie in the backfield with Vink. Flushed, here comes Tiafoe. He'll let it rip, down the field he'll go, and just overthrows his intended target, Cole McGrath.
For number 15, Cole McGrath.
Good job by the Broncos secondary on that one.
Yeah, good coverage downfield, and had 2 guys back there, 1 on top and 1 on the underneath, and able to force a third down for Ottawa. Good crowd on hand. Looks like a good crowd joining us as well on Spring Hill Sports Live. 2 wide receivers far side, 1 to the near side, 2 men in the backfield of the wing over there. They'll hand off to Sylvie. He's trying to bounce outside. He's got the first down. Bo Gardner catching a ride with the big body. Again, a 9-yard carry for Sylvie.
You know, Bo Gardner's a pretty aggressive dude, and he got carried for 6 of those yards.
Sylvie's a strong runner.
He's a load. That's where we gotta have some friends help us tackling on that one. You can't just leave it to one guy.
First yard run, they give him 8. Up inside Bronco territory at the 43-yard line. 42. Vink, the quarterback. Sylvie. Flip it out. Got a man on a spot pass. Good outside contain there from Hagen Whitcraft. A little bit of extra perhaps at the end. Lucky to get away with that one, but still a pretty good gain on the completion to McGrath. Excuse me, not McGrath. That was to Aiden McCullough. They'll spread you out a little bit, and they're trying to find some lanes. It's a gain of 8. On the catch by McCullough. 7th play of this drive on a 2nd down and 2. Vink, handoff again. Casey O'Neill had an arm tackle, ran through as well right there, and another 8-yard carry for Sylvie.
Stop by 45, Bo Gardner.
Gardner with another tackle, but it's a good opening drive here for the Cyclones up to the 26-yard line of the Broncos.
26.
Drive that started at their own 20. Wide receiver to the near side. 2 of them inside out is Nate Sims and McCullough. Sims goes in motion. He'll have it, trying to bend the corner. Help comes. Anderton makes the play. A little bit of help came to get him slowed down, and then Anderton's able to make the play, and it'll be a loss on it
on the carry, number
of 4 yards.
Tackle may have been number 31.
Call it 3 to bring him a 2nd down and 13.
Tiafoe did a great job slowing him down, as you referenced, and then Anderton was able to clean it up at the end. That's what we need. We need multiple guys engaged on each tackle to slow him down.
Again, Sims and McCullough to the near side. Vink directly behind, hard snap. Broncos able to stay back. I'm going to go on a limb here and say that was a topic of conversation.
I sure hope so.
In practice. He'll flip Sylvie to his right. Give it to him. Another good head of steam, but stopped in his tracks. Got past the one, did not get past the other. How about a nice tackle for Spring Hill by Clayton Valerie. Coming up to fill from the secondary spot. Anderton there as well. It's a gain of just 2 and a bring up a 3rd down and long.
3rd and 11 for the Cyclones.
3rd down and 11 for Ottawa.
27.
So far, one of his targets has been McCullough to the near side, or 15 to the top of the screen, Cole McGrath. Sims will go in motion. Look in that direction. Flip it out. Well played by the Broncos. Read it, knew it, and had help there.
They smelled that one coming from a mile away, and it didn't help that the ball was high, so the receiver had to go up to get it, allowing some time for some Broncos to come in and make the play.
Ends up really just being no gain on the play, maybe a little bit of a loss. We'll say nothing.
4th and 11 for the Cyclones. Spring Hill 27.
Got to assume they're going to go for it here. 4th and 11, a little too close to punt, probably too far away to kick a field goal.
11th play of this drive has already ran the quarter down, almost 5 minutes into this first quarter. So some ball control. You saw the score of that Eudora game, 17-14. They're not afraid to take their time. Trips to the far side. McCullough, the lone receiver, to the near side. Sylvie just to the left of Vink. Straight drop for Vink. Now flush, rolling. Pressure coming in his face. Everybody gets there at the same time. Carson Royal, Bo Gardner, Riley Frank. Meet me at the quarterback sandwich on a 4th down play and a turnover on downs by the Broncos.
You know what set that up was great coverage in the defensive backfield. He had nowhere to throw, and they allowed that defensive line to come in there and make the play. Excellent effort by the Broncos.
So it was nearly a 5-minute drive. It took 4:51.
Take over on downs at their own 34. 1st and 10.
4:51, but ends up being a turnover on downs. Broncos going the other direction. Tyson Beshore, the quarterback. He'll turn handoff. Colton McKenna. McKenna through that first line and taking some guys with him. Just the strength of the lower body of Colton McKenna pushed forward from the first contact for an extra 3 or 4 yards on first down. It'll be a gain of 7 to bring up a second down and 3.
Ball spotted, Spring Hill 41. 2nd and 3.
Again, McKenna near side, close to a first down.
On the carry, number 5.
Tackle made in there for Ottawa by Parker.
16. Parker Googe.
Googe, man, they've got a lot of last names that are almost like regular last names.
Right. He's a wrestler. I've heard that name.
So just a 2-yard run there for McKenna.
Just outside their own 43.
And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 1. Got to get this one. McKenna, little stutter step, going to have to really work at it. And boy, they're going to have to make a decision here. The far side official moved forward just a hair, but I don't think they got it. They needed to get beyond the 40. They did, just barely got it. He just leaned enough across. Very fortunate spot perhaps, but a little extra effort at the end from McKenna, and they'll get the first down.
I think that's how McKenna falls when he gets tackled. You can usually count on a half yard out of it.
That's what they needed. McKenna will go out of the backfield. Beshore looking. He'll flip it out there. He's got him. Just let him a little bit too much. It's a good-looking play, and it will develop.
Pass goes incomplete, intended for number 5, Colton McKenna.
So that'll bring up a second down and 10.
Beginning on the play, number 5, Aiden McCullough. 2nd and 10.
Same like we talked about last week, although it wasn't really a factor, but Ottawa's going to have to play a lot of Ironman football, and that could be a factor later in this game as well.
Right.
McKenna, first down in a big hole, right down Broadway. He'll take it to the house at the 10, 5, touchdown. Colton McKenna, a 56-yard touchdown run.
What a great burst from the linebackers to the defensive secondary. His closing speed just crushed it right through the middle.
As soon as he saw that hole and knew how big it was going to be, he was one focus, and he was driving towards the end zone, and there was nobody going to catch him. What a play. 56-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna.
Setting up for the extra point.
So your lineman, are you a fan of the swinging gate where you have to run?
Drives me crazy. Extra work.
You just ran from the 50.
Extra work. We always, as Jackson kicks the PAT, our coach was always saying it's just an extra thing for them to have to work on, or the other team to have to work on, and we always had to work on it for other teams. But the Broncos strike first here in this one against the Ottawa Cyclones, 7-0. Here in the first, we're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bronco football on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live. Broncos strike first on a 56-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna. Ryan Jackson on to kick it back to the Cyclones. It'll be fielded by Jose Navarro.
On the return, number 10, Jesus Navarro.
Jesus Navarro returns that one all the way up across the 25. And that's where Ottawa will start this drive. Bronco defense bent a little bit on the last drive, but able to come up with the stop when they needed to after an 11-play drive that took almost 5 minutes off the clock. Ottawa ended up turning it over on downs. They'll take this one at the 26-yard line with 5:39 to go in the first quarter. Bink the quarterback, Sylvie the running back. Bink about 4 yards deep. He'll keep it. Play action. Throw it underneath. And a little underneath tackle made by Noah Anderton, Riley Frank there as well, but it's a completion to Sims for 6 yards.
Good job keeping him underneath. Good job gang tackling. That was one of the weaknesses we had last week, was being one-on-one.
The Broncos, the one thing Ottawa will do is they're going to keep you guessing a little bit. They're going to be able, they can run it and they can pass it.
Right.
And they're able to execute what they're doing right now, so you got to play it true. 2 wide receivers far side. Near side is McCullough. Handoff Sylvie. Bottled up. Here comes Bo Gardner. Little help from behind. He'll clean it up with the Broncos. Lucas Golston, the 6 foot, 165-pound junior, came up there. Gardner stopped him. Golston cleaned it up.
Great work, great teamwork.
So that'll be a no gain on the play. Then I'll bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Good job not letting the running back beat you on a broken play. He was stuffed the first time, and great job filling on the back end.
Hole 1 was closed by number 45.
Right.
Hole 2 was closed by number 4.
Right. That's
2 wide receivers far side, 2 to the near side. And again, Vink will send a man in motion. Scrambling Vink, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's able to get a little bit, but flushed out of there for the Broncos. Playing in behind the line of scrimmage on that one was Gage Wingirter.
Number 52, Blaine Sommer.
Sommer makes the tackle. It's a gain of 1.
4th and 2 for the Cyclones at their own 34.
And another 4th down that Cyclones will go for it. This is a question here for Coach Alexander. I'm not sure you want to put your guys behind the sticks this far. You can. Of course, we haven't seen the punt game. Don't know what the kind of punt game they've got. He's going to go up, try quarterback sneak. Not a bad idea. Trying to drive forward. I think it's going to be close, but not enough. That far side official definitely doesn't have it. Near side official should be the guy that has it, and I don't think they're going to have it.
It appeared short just from watching it from our point of view.
Definitely there where they put that ball down. They'll probably bring the sticks out, is my guess.
Number 1,
yep.
Zeton Vink.
I think the helmet was actually farther ahead that rolled off than the ball.
Really trying to eyeball it. Good look in there, Caden. You couldn't be closer to that if you were one of those officials. They gave it to him.
It's interesting. I think I'd ask for a measurement if possible. I mean, they're supposed to grant it, correct? Or do we not do that anymore? I mean, we don't have a yellow line, right?
No, we don't. Technology hasn't gotten that far yet. They give them the first down.
36.
I don't mind the play call. They lined up like they were going to run them, got up underneath center and just kind of goosed it up into the first down marker.
And they were a solid yard short. I mean, maybe a healthy yard. So,
well, the Broncos had a fortunate spot once. The football gods are usually pretty even. 2 wide receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Handoff, Sylvie, another just stopped in his tracks. You can teach how to tackle by watching 31.
You know why that is? Because he's a wrestler.
That's the evangelist.
That's right.
Most college football coaches are as well. You just can't teach that much leverage, balance, strength, speed, all in one sport. And he's able to apply it right there and just flat stop Sylvie. It took a couple of plays. Sylvie was bringing the load, and now I think Anderton realizes what the game is. 1 yard run. Look at this way now. Little turned into a quarterback draw. I'm not sure if that was a drawn-up play or it was just covered so well. It looked almost like it was a called draw. And it ends up being a gain of 7. It'll bring up a third down.
That's something we're going to have to watch for. And if it wasn't called, it was a very good decision.
It was just so quick. I mean, it kind of token looked to one side, token looked to the other side, and ran it. So, quarterback Vink picks up 6 yards.
Otto's done pretty well when they're not behind the sticks.
Quick moving first quarter. Sims in motion, straight drop, looking to McCall all the way, and nice job. Hagen Whitcraft was there. He would have had a play on the ball had it been catchable. And it falls incomplete. Now it's a 4th down and 3.
Good coverage by Whitcraft.
On the play, number 45, Bo Gardner. 4th and 3 for the Cyclones.
This is, I mean,
In punt formation, number 4, Nate Sims.
coaching matters. And that's what I'm watching when I'm watching this Ottawa team. I'm telling you, 2-3 years ago, I think it was almost probably 4 years ago now, at Payola's playing him. I'm doing that game, and I saw a kid break away at the 30-yard line, and nobody chased him. Uh-oh, here's a mistake. Ball still loose, and Ottawa's got it. And it hit Ryan Paul, and the defender was like, I'll take you out of it. And then there was no help after that. And a special teams mistake gives Ottawa a shot in the arm.
That's, you've got to call it when there's 2 punt returners. You should have it. You should have a primary guy that one of them should defer to, but that's just a communication error on their part. And Ottawa did a good job taking the second man out of it for Spring Hill.
So they're going to start this drive at the Spring Hill 41-yard line. 146, a chance to even this one back. We'll see if they can. Broncos lead at 7-0 on a 56-yard Colton McCann touchdown run. Vink rolling near side. Pressure starts to come. Bo Gardner just destroyed him. That's the last thing that Vink wanted to have happen was 45 with a full head of steam coming down the barrel at him.
Unfortunately, I didn't see it. I was watching the defensive backfield where there was really good coverage. So
that's your job. Good job.
Yep.
I was watching that. You watched that. That's how this works. See? Well, Bo Gardner got there, and it's a good thing he held on to the ball as long as he was because Bo was not stopping
regardless.
I don't know if he could have.
Spring Hill 41.
So incomplete pass. Vink looking at a double move. Good job by Heiss readjusting to that. Put a hand right in his chest and just stayed right with him. Did not bite on that double move and just well played all the way around.
Very, very well done.
Cole McGrath.
Coach talked about Kendall Heiss when I talked to him in the preseason, and he's been there when they've needed him. In this one, 3rd down and 10. Ottawa trying to take advantage of a Bronco turnover. Broncos have been pretty good taking care of the football. Had 2 interceptions last week. But they were really forcing it down the field, trying to get back into that one. 2 wide receivers far side, 1 to the nearest side. Sylvie again to the right of Vink. Sims goes in motion. Screen. Well played. Broncos did not read it at all. All the way up, McCullough down the sideline. On a screen pass, McCullough takes it 41 yards to the house, and it's 7-6 with a PAT forthcoming.
Yeah, that was very well called by the Ottawa coaching staff. There's not a whole heck of a lot they could have done, and McCullough's a load.
McCullough's a big-body kid, and he was able to get open in that screen pass, and there was nobody out there. Everybody played the screen. The old adage is on the D-line, if it feels that good, it probably is not right. It shouldn't be that easy to beat. What happens is you get through and you're like, there's the quarterback, and then you look to your right and there's 3 guys, and you're like, uh-oh.
Yep, we have a problem.
Not all 3 of us should be back here. It should have been that easy.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened on that one. They'll kick the point after attempt, will Ottawa. Penalty flag is thrown at the snap. And it's going to be against the Cyclones.
The hard thing about a screen is that is really difficult for the defensive line to diagnose. That's hard for them. They're down. That's where the linebackers come in, and hopefully they learn from that. And they're the ones that can see the field. They're the ones that can start shouting, screen, 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 when they see those linemen retreating.
Navarro on to kick the point after attempt for the Cyclones. Vink's the holder. Snap back. Partially blocked, I think.
Kick is good.
But he does punch it through. 7-7 is your score. Broncos knotted up with the Cyclones. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Spring Hill High School football on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Craving a quick pick-me-up, tasty lunch, or afternoon treat? Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe in downtown Spring Hill is that rare mix of hometown charm and uptown style. At The Bean, they brew the finest cup of coffee, tastiest teas, and most refreshing smoothies and frappes around. The Bean is proud to serve delicious, handmade pastries by Scratch KC, and they have the best breakfast, lunch, and convenient grab-and-go options in town. Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe, downtown Spring Hill.
Broncos.
7-7.
Clayton Valerie. Number 32, Ryan Paul.
Cyclones get on the board
Set to kick off.
on a 41-yard
Jesus Navarro. Everybody up.
screen pass touchdown from Zitan Vink to Aiden McCullough. Broncos will return this one. Valerie and Paul, they'll kick it to the up back, Torres, and that's not who they want carrying the ball because Jackson will flat go after it, nearly getting after the ball. Penalty flags are out there. No, that's the T, rather.
Torres.
So Torres will get the run up to the 31-yard line. That's where the Broncos will start this drive at their own 31. Here with 1:15 to go in the first quarter.
Cyclones definitely leading the time of possession. We've had the ball for a minute and a half, game time.
That last drive, though, for the Cyclones only lasted 21 seconds.
Fair.
They had 2 incomplete passes and then the screen pass. I was having the same thought, but that didn't take very long. Handoff up the middle, bouncing around Anderton. He's got some open running room. Noah Anderton wants to do what Colton McKenna just did a moment ago, and he's doing it at the 40. And then knocked out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
On the carry, number 31, Noah Anderton.
A 36-yard run by Noah Anderton. 34-yard run. They backed him up a couple. So Noah Anderton's first carry is a good one. 31 for 32. 34 rather. Go the other way with McKenna this time. Off the near side. Up to the 25-yard line. That'll be an 8-yard run for Colton McKenna.
That's tough to stop when you have a two-headed monster like that, when they both can make explosive plays like that.
2nd and 3 for the Broncos. Cyclones 26.
And they'll run it once again up the middle with McKenna. Excuse me, that's Anderton. And he's got the first down up to the 20-yard line.
One of the few Broncos that plays on both sides of the ball.
6-yard run for Anderton. Running backs to either side of Eastshore. Again to Anderton. Across the 25. Barrel forward up near the 15-yard line to the 17.
Tackle may have been number 7, Zach Winter.
So that'll be a gain of 4 for Anderton.
Love to see some of those O-linemen running down to get the guy on the next level.
That's the most fun. That's the closest to a running back an offensive lineman will ever feel like.
Right.
So that was the end of the first quarter. After one, the Broncos will have the ball, knock it on the door, and we come back 7-7 here on homecoming in Spring Hill. Broncos and the Cyclones on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Seven to 7, but the Broncos are driving. Drive that started at their own 31-yard line not that long ago, a minute 15 ago to be exact. Already down to the Ottawa 17 on a 2nd down and 6. Anderton to the left of B-Shore, McKenna to the right. Handoff, McKenna, good jump cut once again. He'll have the first down across the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Broncos from the 9. A 9-yard run by McKenna.
Tackled by number 15, Cole McGrath.
And a first down and goal from the 9. Broncos quick to the ball.
The 9-yard line.
McKenna flipping Anderton to the other side. Reset the formation. Play clock, plenty of time on it. Handoff, Anderton. Nothing doing there. No gain on the play. A little out of sorts on that one, getting guys in the right place, and I just...
Looks like there was some miscommunication on the line. I was trying to watch them, and they were kind of pointing and looking, and I think there was a little bit of communication lost in the shuffle.
Ryan Jackson into the ball game. Out goes Anderton. Gabriel Elliott Thomas on the other side. He'll be joined by Jackson. Torres the wing to the near side. He'll go in motion. Handoff to him. 9 cut back against the grain, trying to pick his way through. Driving and just pushing defenders forward. A lot of work for just a couple of yards up near the 8-yard line. 7-yard line.
Tackle man to number 24, Liam Marler.
That type of situation, when the ball carrier makes their cut, they need to distinguish it. You can't, just chop your feet. You got to make that cut and just burst upfield.
Yeah, once you get going forward.
Right. Every extra step is, essentially wasted yardage, wasted time.
Yeah, those other guys are running directly straight at you.
Right, and if you're taking multiple steps, you're letting them get closer.
Handoff, McKenna. Stutter step a little bit, looking for the pylon, touchdown. How about some patience there from Colton McKenna, but once he started going forward.
That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Once McKenna decides to go, see ya.
A 7-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna, his second of the game. 10:25 to play. In this first half, the Broncos add to their lead. Ryan Jackson will come on to kick the point after attempt. Snaps back, holds down, and it's blocked. No good. It'll stay 13-7. Broncos lead the Ottawa Cyclones. But tenuously, we'll see what they do when we come back on defense on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Broncos lead at 13-7 here over the Ottawa Cyclones. Broncos went 8 plays, 69 yards, capped off with a 7-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna. Took 3 minutes off the clock. Short kick. Broncos can get down there. And a good return there for the Cyclones, for the big buddy up front.
I would assume that was intentional to keep it out of the wind.
On the return, number 40, Seth Ferguson.
Not sure. I know I can't see. I have to turn on the light. See if it's.
Tackle made by 18, Tyler Stewart.
Yep, that's going to have to happen. My old eyes are not going to be able to see it. That was Seth Ferguson, 5'10", 218 on that return for Ottawa. Cyclones will start this drive at their own 42-yard line, 43-yard line. Yeah, right up the middle. Sylvie, good effort by Valerie to Superman on him to try to keep him from taking that one all the way to the house. It was going that direction. Clayton Valerie, a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a huge run by Sylvie all the way deep inside the Bronco territory. As they said, he was brought down at the 34-yard line.
That was a great tackle, just diving for every chance.
33, first and 10 Cyclones.
A 23-yard run by Sylvie. Puts them in business at the 33-yard line. Spot pass outside McCullough. Anderton. Good God.
Pass complete, number 5.
Crumbled. Anderton makes the tackle.
31, Noah Anderton.
Those guys are they're not going to want to play out there with 31 cover. And 5 wasn't happy about getting up off the ground on that one.
No, he wasn't.
It's still a 4-yard pickup.
And he's probably got 25, 30 pounds on Anderton. He's a big kid.
4-yard gain for McCullough. Running backs either side of Vink. Handoff. Sims bounced outside. They sealed the edge, and Sims has got some running room to block around in front of McCullough. Anderton fought off that block of McCullough just to save another touchdown, but that was a big play there.
Need to be better at the defensive end. We've got to keep that outside shoulder clean, so we're going to have to make him string it out a little bit more. He had a cut-up lane.
16-yard completion up to McCullough. And they're knocking on the door once again. Leaning on you, Caden. Don't lose it. 2 wide receivers far side, 1 to the nearest side. Sylvie directly behind Vink. Fullback in front of him. Hit, brought down, nothing doing right at the line of scrimmage. Wingirter, first guy there. And they did not get Gage off his spot. He played right where he started.
Right.
Tackle may have been number 68, Gage Wignerter.
And that'll be just a gain of 1 on the run by Sylvie.
2nd and 9 for the Cyclones at the 12.
2nd down and 9. Sims to the right of Vink. Sylvie to his left. Play out, fake it, now kick it. Option near side Sims. There's another look for you, Matt. An option play.
Right.
On the carry, number
all the way up to the 3-yard line.
Cornerback takes the pitch back. That's how you defend the option.
Knocked out of bounds.
10-yard run on the kick out to Sims. And it's 1st and goal for Ottawa. A chance to take their first lead with a good PAT if they can punch it in here.
You know, we say it like it's easy, but there was a receiver that the defensive back was covering, so the defensive back has to read it really, really fast. And, you know, a split second, they got to say run or pass. And that's a tough read to make.
Wingirter came out. Logan Alexander came in on this short yardage situation. Vink calls for it. First guy through is good. That's Sylvie with the touchdown from 3 yards out. And it's a tie ball game with a point after forthcoming for the Cyclones.
You know, I've been impressed with the diversity that Ottawa has shown on the offensive side of the ball. We've seen just a little bit of everything from them.
They'll come on to take the lead.
Setting up for the extra point, number 10.
2-minute and 20-second drive.
Josu Navarro.
Josu Navarro to kick the point after attempt. Kick is up.
Good.
And it's good.
Navarro's done a little bit of everything. Kick returning, kicking their extra points.
Broncos trail on homecoming here in the second quarter. 8 minutes to go. Still plenty of time. The Broncos back on offense when we're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty cool. 14-13 Broncos trail by 1 here to the Ottawa Cyclones. Offensively, the Broncos have been able to do what they wanted to do. Defensively, Ottawa, likewise, at times.
You know, we've been pretty steady, you know, with our running game, pretty much what you expect from us. But, like, Ottawa's shown a lot of different looks we're going to have to defend.
Navarro to kick it away. And that will go through the back of the end zone. So the Broncos will start at their own 20-yard line. 8 minutes to play in this first half. Homecoming coronation activities at halftime. We'll have those for you during the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Performances by cheer as well. We'll interview a member of the Spring Hill Fall Festival Committee about some of the activities going on tomorrow. The Broncos need to strike again here. Handoff. Canna not going forward much. Nice play there for the Cyclones. Tackle made by Tommy Evans. Big-bodied Evans. 6'2", 265. And it's no gain on the play. Bring up a second down and 10. Rare no gain there for number 5. The 3 and out would give a ton of momentum to Ottawa, especially with this time left in the first half. Handoff McKenna, left side. Breaks through one tackle, keeps his balance, stumbles forward near a first down.
That was all effort on McKenna's part. You saw some guys breaking through the offensive line, and McKenna just did everything he could to keep on his feet.
McKenna slow to get up as well. Just
had to think about it for a minute.
Think about it for just a moment. He runs out of his shoes more than anybody I know.
Right.
Also.
Well, if you ran like that, you run out of your shoes too.
Yeah, I've never had any chance of picking up enough speed to run out of my shoes. I know that. That was a no-gain play, and he turned it into 10 yards and a first down.
And that's a wherewithal to put your hand down like that just to keep your balance and basically bear crawl forward.
This time Anderton have to break off the initial contact, driving forward. Noah will get a couple more yards after contact. It'll be a gain of 3 on the run by Anderton. Bring up a second down and
that's Stump.
That was Stump, excuse me.
You can tell in his attacking style of running that he uses. He's like, find me somebody to run into, please.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not sure how many times I'm going to carry the ball here in this first half. When I get my chance, I'm going to do it.
Right.
And he did it last week, took advantage of his opportunity. It was late in that game. It was kind of out of hand, but he was going to use it all up. And here comes, and it has resulted in a chance to carry the ball here with 6:25 to go in the first half.
He deserves it.
A true 1-2-3 option at running back, and then they put Torres back there as well as another option. Here's not much there on a second down and 8. Ottawa stiffening.
So I think what we're seeing on the defensive line is that they're confusing the Bronco offensive line right now. You can see the linemen, they're trying to talk to each other, but the defensive line is definitely confusing where they are supposed to be. This might be a good opportunity to throw the ball, put a little air underneath it, let the offensive line kind of settle into some pass blocking.
3rd down and 5. Spot pass out here, McKenna in the open field. Got to make a guy miss. Diving forward, he's not going to have the first down. I think he thought he was a little closer to it than he was. Going to end up being 2 yards shy. It's a gain of 3.
Brings up a 4th and 1 for the Broncos at their own 39.
And a 4th down and 1. You got to like your chances to be able to get 1 yard. This is kind of a tough spot for Coach to be in here at the 40. At the 39, actually.
Back in punt formation.
So Carson Royal will come on to punt it. On a 4th and 1. And give it back to Ottawa. We'll see. They fake it. Trying to go up the middle and lean across that 40-yard line, and they've got it. I had a sneaking suspicion. I didn't want to jinx it by saying it.
You don't want him to hear you all the way across.
Well, Anderton's the upback. I almost mentioned Anderton's one of those upbacks. If they can get it to him, he can barrel forward. He does on a fake punt.
And he was really tight. He was right up there.
Underneath there, and he needed 1. He got 1 on a fake punt to keep this drive alive. Here with 4:47 to go in the first half. This is the 7th play of this drive. Out goes Kirkner. In comes Anderton. Play clock at 5. May see a timeout here, and there it is. Personnel changes after that first down for the Broncos, and a timeout taken. We'll take it along with them. Broncos driving down by 1. 4:33 to go in the first half. We'll return in 1 minute. Spring Hill Sports Live.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Nice look in at a blood moon. Broncos starting up another drive here. I just like the cloud that was moved in front of it. It looked like something out of a Halloween movie.
'Tis the season.
Broncos first down and 10. McKenna, another good run. Penalty flag down just beyond the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be holding against the Broncos. Official explaining to the guilty party what he did wrong. And basically his indication was outside of the frame. Your hands are on the shoulder pads and not inside the shoulder pads.
Right.
You got to cheat where they teach you to cheat, right? Which is inside the shoulder pads. You can't cheat on the outside. You don't always get away with it. McKenna, empty backfield. Looking that way, now looking deep. Now Beshore flushed. He's got a little bit of running room. Now he'll let it rip again down the sidelines. D'Albini with the catch on the sidelines. Cooper D'Albini, a 26-yard connection.
What an effort by D'Albini just to keep that route going all the way to the sideline and be sure running for his life, throwing it where only his guy could grab it.
They move it up to the 40-yard line. It's a 26-yard completion to D'Albini, getting Cooper into the mix. And a first down and 10 for the Broncos at the 40-yard line. McKenna, another one up the middle, steps across one guy. He breaks through there. He's probably in the end zone, but it's a good run of 9 yards for McKenna.
Sometimes you feel like in every single play you see McKenna carry it, it's like this close, this close, this close.
9-yard gain there, second down and 1. Again, right in the middle. And we don't talk about him enough, probably up in between the tackles for the Broncos. But moving people up front. Logan Alexander inside there, and then Cole Roden. They're running that between the tackles over center,
right,
is what they're doing. And that's not between the tackles, but between the guards and center is where that run. It's a real skinny dive play, and the interior guard, center are moving people up front. Another good run by McKenna. First down and 10. Looking to pass. Beshore again flushed. Looking again, wants to throw it over. Nope, going to pull it down. Beshore knocked out of bounds. Torres was calling for it. But a nice pull down there by Torres. Had defenders behind him that I don't think he probably knew were there.
Right.
Tyson did know they were there.
Yeah, good for him.
And it's a gain of 6 on the run. A rare run by Beshore.
He can move when he needs to. That was a really good decision by him to just tuck the ball and go.
This drive started at their own 20-yard lines with 8 minutes to play in the half. It was a significantly different pace of a game than we had last week. Still confusion, though, on the play call. Play clock at 9. 6. 4. He'll snap it at 3. Handoff, McKenna. Still breaking tackles. Rumbling forward, Colton McKenna. A 10-yard run for Colton McKenna, and a first down to the Broncos, first and goal. Inside the 10 up to the 8-yard line is where they mark it officially here 5 minutes into this drive. It's 11th, 12th play of this drive. Handoff, McKenna stepped over a guy into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos, Colton McKenna, an 8-yard run. And the Broncos back in front, 19-14.
Great effort by McKenna, like usual. You know, last week we talked about Everard breaking tackles, and, you know, that's been McKenna all season. He's our guy.
Took 5:12 off the clock. Went 12 plays. Capped off on an 8-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna. Ryan Jackson, no, they're going to go for 2. Will the Broncos try to even this back up to a traditional football score? Turn, handoff, why not when you've got McKenna not able to do it, though. And it will remain where it's at.
2-point conversion fails.
19.
Making the score, Spring Hill 19.
14.
Ottawa
We're back at 30 seconds. You're watching Bronco football on Spring Hill Sports Live.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Broncos back in front, 19-14. 2:48 to go here in this first half. Ryan Jackson to kick it deep. He'll be fielded by Sims at the 8. Near side return. Stood up and brought down. Nice open field tackle there for Spring Hill. Tackle made for the Broncos by number 57, Cade Myers.
Tackle made by number 57.
Friday 227th Street.
Is he?
Yeah.
This guy's, he's been a good special teams player. We've said his name a lot on special teams, and he's been able to get in on defense from time to time as well. So Broncos, or Ottawa, will start this drive with 2:42 to go here in this second quarter. They'll spread you out offensively, but have run a lot between the tackles with Sylvie. Vink. Play action, rolling near side. Pressure comes on him. Lots of guys in his face. He'll throw it up high. He wanted his man, but intended for the Cyclones. Cole McGrath. Ball's incomplete, brings up second down and 10. You take some shots here, though. You're going to give the ball back to the Broncos with some time and two timeouts.
McGrath had a great route on that one, but that's a really tough ball to throw for a high school quarterback.
Rolling to your near side.
Right.
Away from your arm and with 3 guys in your face.
Sure. And I say that, and I feel like Dylan Dunn could probably manage one of those, but
yeah, maybe. He's probably doing it right now somewhere. Right. 2 wide receivers far side, 1 wide receiver near side. Again, Vink. Passing, looking, rolling. Throws it underneath, batted in the air, nearly intercepted. Anderton was almost there for the Heroics, but it'll bring up at 3rd down, and again, the clock stopped at 2:31. Broncos are going to have an opportunity here.
You know, Anderton's making a case for the player of the game here up to this point. I mean, you always have to fight off McKenna.
Yeah, he's got 3 touchdowns.
Right. I mean, hey, we try to be diverse.
There's a 1A and 1A1.
Right.
Week in and week out. Clock stop with 2:31 to go in the half. Broncos get a stop here. They'll be able to run their full complement of plays as well. I think Ottawa might have hurt themselves a little bit by just throwing for the word go here. They'll do it again. Vink looking, wants a double move. Low, stride for stride, very nice coverage. Holding low, turned his shoulders, turned his hips, and started running to try to keep up with Sims, and he did. It brings up a 4th down and 10 in a punting situation.
And that ball was pretty well thrown. If Sims had just another inch or 2, that would have been still been going.
They took 17 seconds off the clock.
So the Broncos already making a correction on their punt return team. They're only putting 1 returner back.
Broncos will also come at this one. This is going to be a block and able to get it away. This should be returnable for Paul. Far side, he's at the 40. And he'll have excellent field position up to the 36-yard line. Remember that drive where Ottawa went 3 plays in a row passing late in the half. If this turns into points for the Broncos and gives a little bit of separation going to the locker room, could prove to be the difference in this one. Broncos will have the best field position of the game as they'll start this drive at the Ottawa 37-yard line. Here with 2:16 to play in the first half. Michael Grand, Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming up. We'll have performances by dance. We'll have coronation for the homecoming king and queen. And a lot more coming up at halftime. McKenna in the backfield with Beshore. 3 wide receivers near side. Handoff. McKenna gobbled up. Nice play. Somebody come in there and read that one really well for Ottawa. Liam Marler, 5'7", 160-pound sophomore. Made one of the best defensive plays they've had of the game and limits that production. In fact, loss of 1 for McKenna.
Yeah, nowhere to go on that one. Well read by the Cyclones.
2nd down and 11 for Spring Hill. You've got Ryan Jackson as well. Just try to get some points out of here. If you don't get a touchdown, that's the point though. You want 6. Plenty of time for Beshore. Now finally flushed. Now he'll let it fly. He throwing over for Jackson. Nearly caught. I think somebody got it in. It's the same dude. Liam Marler. Liam Marler just made a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and he just swatted that ball to the air 30 yards from the line of scrimmage.
That was fantastic coverage. Keeping stride for stride, putting the correct hand out.
Good route by Jackson as well. Well placed by Beshore. Just well played by the Ottawa defenders.
Yep.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, we're looking at the other end of the equation. We're not taking much time off the clock right now either.
Minute 37 left to play. Beshore. Screen. Batted away. Incomplete. Thought that went back into the hands of Beshore, but he just grabbed it, swatted out of the air by Seth Ferguson.
Another wrestler.
Nice.
At the Cyclones 38.
On a screen that was deflected.
We tried to run a screen last week. Wasn't successful.
That was setting up. If he got it over the top of that defender, I think that was going for a big play. But nice job. That's what you're told whenever things start to break down on a screen. You just better get your hands up. You're not going to get to the quarterback by design. And now Carson Royal will have to punt this one away. Missed opportunity for the Broncos, perhaps. Royal try to get this one down and pin him. Sims, he does have a good bounce back, and Sims grabbed it, bounced in his hands, and he will.
That was brave.
I don't think why would a flag come out there?
Saying it was a personal foul, or it wasn't a late hit or anything, was it?
No, but they blew the whistle really quickly.
There is a penalty flag on the play.
But I'm not sure if he had a fair catch called.
But it bounced, so that throws the fair catch out the window.
We'll wait and see. Perhaps a face mask on that play as well. Something behind there we didn't see, but no indication yet. After the play.
Oh.
So when he caught it, he had already given the fair catch signal, and when he caught it and decided to advance it is whenever that penalty happened. So it was a delay of game is the actual penalty. You're going deep into the rule books there, bud.
Again, the ball bounced. It hit the ground.
But it was once he called the fair catch, and when I don't know.
Because once the ball hits, doesn't it negate the fair catch? So that's why I'm wondering why it's still a penalty. If the ball hit the ground, he didn't even catch it.
I think his fair catch play still maybe is in effect, and you can't advance the ball after you've made that indication. Perhaps it's just delay the game, so it's slowing down the game a little bit. It's more like shenanigans.
We need to phone a friend.
We do. We got a guy that wants to be the next Gene Steratore on staff with us right now. So the voice of the Eudora Cardinals, Reed McAvoy, wants to be Gene Steratore.
Cade Meyer's dad, Chad, is an official, so I'll have to send some messages out.
So they'll start deep inside their own territory, inside the 5 of the 4-yard line. Good run, though, by Sylvie on the first play. Give him a little bit of breathing room as he picks up 7.
For the Cyclones at their own 10.
He'd hate to find out that sitting in a booth just talking about football was A lot more fun than out there running around on the football field sometimes.
Right.
Still keeping it alive is Sylvie. Hard to go down. That wasn't Sylvie. That may have been Sims. No, that's the other running back, the guy who had that batted away play, Seth Ferguson. His first carry of the game, I believe. It's enough for a first down. The clock, though, Ottawa looks content to let this clock run down. I think likewise, I thought after that ball got back in the hands of the Broncos, they were about to go down by 2 scores, but able to hold strong. So they can go to the locker room only down by 5. You're on the road against Spring Hill on homecoming. Ottawa's probably feeling pretty good about things. Don't give up a big one here. Sylvie dragging defenders. And that'll be a good one for the last play, perhaps of this first half. Ends up being a 15-yard run, and then Coach Alexander is going to take a timeout.
Timeout, Ottawa.
Timeout, we'll take it. We'll have a lot during halftime, so we'll have a timeout real quick. We'll come back and wrap up the first half, and we'll return in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Back out here at the Shack, Spring Hill High School, Broncos and the Ottawa Cyclones. Cyclones called timeout, thought maybe they would take one more shot. Sylvie almost busted that last one. He had a 15-yard gain. It'll be first down and 10. And hand off Sylvie. He'll end up getting a couple, and Ottawa's going to be able to get a timeout taken, I think. Nope, they're going to say that's the end of the half. So he'll wrap it up on a 4-yard run for Sylvie. Plenty to talk about here on the halftime show as the Broncos lead it 19-14 over the Ottawa Cyclones, with the Cyclones sticking tight with the Broncos. We'll recap that first half, let you know how we got to where we are. Have some of the performances and coronation, all that more still to come here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
First Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Back here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo. They're setting up and get ready to go for coronation festivities. We will turn it over to the public address announcers and let them take it over from here.
Our theme this year is Broncos of Oz. There is no
The Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime
The
show.
homecoming candidates were selected by their senior classmates and voted on by our student body. Our first couple is Abigail Golston and James Allen. Abigail was escorted by her parents, Gail and Kyle Golston. Abigail is an honor roll student. She is a captain of the cheer squad, where she's been a member for 3 years. She is a Lynx leader, hype squad member, and has been involved in student publications. Abigail has been accepted to Kansas State for the fall of 2024 and will be majoring in psychology. She hopes to earn her PhD and specialize in criminal science. Abigail is kind and always makes sure to be there for her peers. She is always willing to step in and help someone who is struggling in class. Abigail has a heart of gold. James is escorted by his parents, Heather and Chris Canicares. James is an honor roll student. He is currently running cross country for the Broncos and will be running track this spring. He is also a member of the basketball team. James is unsure about his college of choice for next fall, but is planning on majoring in business. James is self-driven and has an infectious smile. He has worked his tail off each year to better himself as a basketball player. Our second couple is Marissa January and Noah Anderton. Marissa is escorted by her parents, Laura and DeMarcus January. Marissa is an honor roll student. She's been a member of the cheer squad and currently runs cross country for the Broncos, earning several top finishes this season. She also runs track and plays softball. Marissa is unsure of her college plans for next year, but hopes to continue her athletic career. Marissa has a fantastic personality and she can relate to anyone. She is an awesome student athlete who has natural abilities but still works hard to do her best and exceed expectations. Noah is escorted by his parents, Heather and Kevin Anderton. Noah is an honor student and a 4-year member of the Bronco football team. He has also been a 4-year member of the wrestling team, where he has been a 2-time state qualifier. Noah also participated in the marching band for 2 years and is a member of FCA. Noah is undecided about his college of choice, but he intends to pursue a degree in engineering. Noah is a leader. He is always willing to help and inspires others with his dedications and compassion. Noah will stand up for anyone who needs support. He helps with questions and is calm in chaos. Our third couple this evening is Maya January and Austin Cooper. Maya is escorted by her parents, Laura and DeMarcus January. Maya is an honor roll student. She is also a 4-year member of the Broncos softball team. Maya will be attending the University of Central Arkansas next year to continue her academic studies and athletic career. She will major in environmental science or biology to become a marine biologist. Maya is a kind-hearted person who treats everyone with respect and commands that of her peers as well. She is the definition of a scholar athlete and driven to meet her goals. Austin is the son of Janelle and Jay Cooper. Austin is a 4.0 honor roll student and a member of National Honor Society. Austin plans to attend the University of Kansas next fall and a major in computer science. Unfortunately, Austin was not able to attend with his family this evening for our coronation ceremony. Luke Torres, a member of the Spring Hill High School Student Council, will be escorting Maya onto the field this evening. Austin is a talented artist, a brilliant student, and a friend to many. Austin is an old soul who is ready for the next adventure life has to offer. Our fourth couple this evening is Kyla Rivers and Porter Jones. Kyla is escorted by her parents, Jess and Jared Rivers. Kyla is an honor student and a varsity volleyball player. She is also involved in FCA and Lynx. Kyla is committed to Washburn University to play Division II volleyball in the fall, where she will major in chemistry. Kyla is an amazing young girl who is passionate about everything she is involved in. She is a leader on and off the court. She always does the right thing, even when it's hard or inconvenient. Porter is escorted by his parents, Julie and Jeremy Jones. Porter has played football for the Broncos for 4 years and basketball for 2 years. Porter improves any room he walks into with his outgoing and welcoming personality. Porter is unsure of his college plans for next year at this time. Our final couple is Aubrey Rodina and Colton McKenna. Aubrey is escorted by her parents, Sarah and Nick Rodina. Aubrey is an honor roll student and has been a member of the Bronco volleyball and softball teams all 4 years of high school. She is a Lynx leader and a Hype Squad leader. Aubrey is unsure of her college of choice but plans to major in sports management. Aubrey knows when to be serious and when to have fun. She is a loyal teammate and friend and is always willing to put others first. Colton is escorted by his parents, Jason and Lindsay McKenna. Colton is a member of the Bronco football team and currently serves as a captain. Colton plans to play ball in college and study criminology or business. Colton is a tremendous competitor on the football field. He works extremely hard to better himself as an athlete and has become a true leader for the football team. The Student Council would like to thank the administrators and teachers who have helped make this exciting week possible. A special thank you to Jenny Koch of Wild Hill Flowers for the donation of the beautiful Queen and attendance flowers this evening. Performing the crowning this evening is last year's homecoming queen, Ashley Brown. Ashley is currently at Kansas State University majoring in kinesiology on a pre-nursing track. Also performing the crowning is last year's homecoming king, Remy White. Remy is currently studying at the University of Missouri, studying journalism. Assisting in tonight's coronation ceremony are student council members Hunter Van Fleet, Shina Shakar, Ava Crabtree, Samantha Weinbrenner, Brenna Pearson, and Madison Vale. And now, the 2023 Homecoming King is Noah Anderton. The 2023 Homecoming Queen is Kyla Rivers.
Well, partner, it's going to be tough not to give Noah Anderton that Player of the Game award now. With he's got homecoming queen king he could put on top of it. Escorting Kyla Rivers. I saw Kyla Rivers last night on the volleyball court dominating. Noah Anderton tonight here on the football field dominating. Tell me activities and sports aren't important. You would be incorrect. Congratulations to those people and the parents that raised them. Halftime here in this one. Plenty to talk about. We'll turn around and take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll meet with the Spring Hill Fall Festival Committee, talk about their event coming up this weekend, recap that first half, get you ready for second half action. It's 19-14 here in this one at halftime. Broncos lead by 5. We're back in 2 minutes on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
Welcome back in here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, getting entertained by the dance team and cheers squad doing their performance. We're going to talk through this as we can't really broadcast the music on there. And as we do, we'll bring in our guest here, Dustin Medlin from the Spring Hill Fall Festival Committee and Spring Hill in general. Dustin, obviously, see you out and about on this community, but you got a big weekend coming up. I know you guys work year-round for this thing, and the Fall Festival just seems to be growing and growing, but how excited, I guess, would the committee be just to get this thing going tomorrow?
It's definitely a year in preparation, BJ, and it takes a lot of effort, a lot of volunteers like me and several others that join the committee to make it all happen, and it's now finally coming to a head, and we are excited.
Yeah, that excitement the night before, and I know you guys have something going on tonight, but just talk to us a little bit about what to expect tomorrow, where to be, when to be, and what's the highlights that we have to be at.
So this is our 69th annual Fall Festival, and right now we have more vendors at the park tomorrow for crafts and different things than I think we've ever had before, BJ. So it all kicks off tomorrow, which is Saturday, with the parade. The parade's at 10 a.m., and the parade usually goes until about 11. The parade starts at South Street, goes down North Street, right down through the middle of town on Webster. So hopefully you guys can see me in the parade. I'll be there, and there'll be a lot of other people.
Spring Hill Sports Live has something up our sleeves for the parade tomorrow as well. I'm pretty excited about it.
Nothing like a good old parade.
And this one is special because people understand the purpose behind it, I think, and all the American flags get handed out. The Boy Scouts do that, and it's a nice small town, but everybody comes out for it, excited for the parade tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then go to the park after that, and you said it's jam-packed every square foot of that place. It looks like it'll be filled up and ready to go.
It is.
What are some things people can expect to see at the park tomorrow?
So we've just got a ton of vendors. There's craft vendors, there's food. We've got bounce houses for the kids. We've got on Sunday we have a milking demonstration on a lady that shows how to milk a cow. Just lots of different things. On the stage we have the Spring Hill Dazzlers dance team. We have Yang Martial Arts. They do a demonstration. There's a ton of different things that people can come and see. I would invite anybody that's interested to come and take a look at our website, springhillff.com, and it has a complete schedule of all the events and things that are going on.
And then Saturday night, the street dance and activities at the ballparks. Talk about that event just a little bit.
Yeah, so it transitions from the park over to the ball fields. And, in the past, last year was the first time we ever had it at the ball fields. It worked out great. Yeah. We've got more room, and it's just a better venue. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to thank the rec for working with us to help us do that. Right. So music should kick off around 5 p.m. We've got 3 main acts, or 3 good acts that we've hired and brought in to play some good music for us. And for this year, we switch it up a little bit. We actually have our headliner playing in the middle, so to kind of keep those families together, and so they don't have to stay out too late with the kids. We've also got a bus line going tomorrow night, which it starts at 5 and goes to 11:30. Which will run different routes through town, and you should expect a bus about every 30 minutes to come by, give you a ride. We have a beer garden down there, of course, so nobody has to drive, but there is plenty of parking for those that do want to. at the ball field. So
that's really cool. That was a neat thing when I moved up here to see the bus line thing. It was a really smart approach. And, man, nice job for you guys coming together. People don't understand. These things happen because people want to do them and put their time in and volunteer to do it. It's not a paid position for anybody. You just want to have a fun event for the community. So, in turn, the community can do their part by showing up and supporting and having fun and doing all that stuff. That's the real reward you're looking for anyways.
That's right. And we're always looking for volunteers, too, you know. So if anybody's interested in volunteering, please let one of us know that you see over the weekend, and we'd love to.
Very good.
The more help we get, the bigger show we can
Hit
put
that
on.
website one more time for us.
It's SpringHillFallFestival.com.
SpringHillFallFestival.com. All that stuff tomorrow, 10 o'clock parade, and then everything going on at the park and the ball fields after that. Dustin Medlin from the Spring Hill Fall Festival Committee joining us. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, BJ.
Should be a fun weekend in Spring Hill. And it's so far the Broncos leading at 19-14 here at halftime. We'll come back, recap that half, give you some halftime numbers as well, and get your second half going right after this on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services Halftime Show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Oh, hi, honey. Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you know, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Craving a quick pick-me-up, tasty lunch, or afternoon treat? Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe in downtown Spring Hill is that rare mix of hometown charm and uptown style. At The Bean, they brew the finest cup of coffee, tastiest teas, and most refreshing smoothies and frappes around. The Bean is proud to serve delicious, handmade pastries by Scratch KC, and they have the best breakfast, lunch, and convenient grab-and-go options in town. Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe, downtown Spring Hill.
Back out here once again on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services Halftime Show. Matt Jones, BJ Harris, Caden Garbajo, just a couple minutes away from second half starting. Jam-packed halftime show. Haven't really talked much football, but we will right now. Right now at the break, 19-14, Broncos lead by 5. The Broncos would win the toss, elect to defer. That's why that touchdown, trying to take advantage of that and then going 3 and out for the Broncos. Had a chance to double up here late in the half, but couldn't do it. They'll just hold on to that 5-point lead, but they will have the ball to start this second half. Ottawa would have a great drive to begin this game. In fact, they would go 11 plays, but eventually be turned over on downs 4 minutes and 51 seconds into the drive, but came out empty-handed. Broncos, they would strike first. They would take over their drive at their own 34-yard line, 7:09 to go in the first quarter. 5 plays later, capped off on a 56-yard touchdown run by Colton McCanna, 7-0. Broncos would force a punt, but on that punt, on the return, Ryan Paul would fumble it, give it right back to Ottawa. The defense would stiffen. A quick 3-and-out by Ottawa would give the, not a quick 3-and-out, a score by Ottawa, rather, as they would score and take advantage of that Ryan Paul fumble on a 41-yard completion to the Aiden McCullough, 6'3", 190-pound sophomore. They've got some young kids on this, too. Ottawa's going to be competitive for a little bit. As long as Walt Alexander's running things, I think they're going to be pretty tough to beat. They're not going to be an easy out for anybody. They're not right now for the Broncos as well. So with 1:25 to go in the first quarter, it was 7-7. Spring Hill would start at their own 31-yard line, put together another really nice drive, 8 plays, 69 yards, and capped off on a 7-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna. They would missed the point after attempt to make it 13-7. Ottawa would come back. They would take their first lead of the game, first and only lead of the game, after a 5-play drive. A 23-yard run by Sylvie would kick things off, and then it would be capped off on a 3-yard run by Sylvie. They led 14-13, but then the Broncos got the ball back at their own 20 with 8 minutes to go in the quarter in the first half, and they put together a 12-play, 80-yard drive. Took a ton of time off the clock, almost 6 minutes, 5 minutes and 12 seconds to be exact off the clock, and capped it off on a 8-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna, and then a pair of punts by each team. And then Ottawa would run it out at halftime. That's how we got to where we are. Halftime stat of the game so far, 13 carries, 123 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Colton McKenna. Congratulations also to Kyler Rivers and Noah Anderton, your homecoming court for 2023 here in the fall. Second half kickoff brought to you by Seats. Broncos will get a good return for Valerie. Yeah, good head of steam. Clayton Valerie delivered a blow to McCullough. That's going to affect his, that's not McCullough, rather, that was 16. On that tackle, Parker Googe. And so Spring Hill will start this drive at their own 33-yard line here to begin this second half. Matt, bringing you in here, and the Broncos, you don't feel like they weren't necessarily doing what they wanted to do, but Ottawa's doing what they want to do, and that's being a bit of a stalemate here in the first half at times.
Right, they've exploited some of Spring Hill's mistakes, and the Ottawa's come out and not made very many.
McKenna, first carry of the second half, and he picks his way through there. Just the feet just keep going up and down, driving forward. And again, he made contact about 1 yard down, but picks up 8.
The mistakes Spring Hill made in the first half, though, are correctable just by some second half adjustments and making sure guys are aware of their assignments and their positioning. I think those are things that we can work on, and hopefully we'll lock it down better this half.
Broncos are without Porter Jones. We didn't mention that in the pregame in the first half, but he was out there street close. Here's McKenna again. Again, contact at the line of scrimmage, and another 8-yard run is the result there, and that's just second effort. Finch on the tackle, but it's a first down for the Broncos at the 50-yard line. 19-14. I should probably put that scoreboard back on there. How about that? Michael got some free second halftime action. Hand off McKenna again. Cross midfield. He'll barrel forward just for a couple.
But even then, his first contact was at the line of scrimmage, and he gained positive yardage.
2-yard gain brings up second down and 8. Broncos have not really stretched the field much. They haven't taken too many shots downfield. You've got Kirkner on that far side, Torres on that far side. You got to think, you just pound. That's going to be open at the top at one point. Second down and 8. Be short with McKenna to his left. Handoff. McKenna trying to bounce. And again, he'll fall forward up near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of a couple, bring up a third down.
If you watch the alignment for the defensive secondary, they're all, at least on the last play, they were all within 10 yards. I'd assume they'd scoot back here a little bit with it being third and long. But they are not respecting the Bronco pass game right now. They're just expecting the ball to go straight to McKinnon, which so far at this point has been correct.
May have to do it here on a third down and 6. Again, handoff, and he stood up. That's Anderton. Pretty conservative play call there on a 3rd and 6, and we'll see if they decide to go for it on 4th down here. Carson Royal has done a nice job of the punting game, pinning teams deep when he's been in a short field situation like this. But Broncos don't even look to the sideline for the punt team at all. No gain for Anderton. Brings up 4th down and 6. Big play in the early going of the second half. D'Albini will be tight to the near side. Running backs either side as Anderton. Kirkner goes in motion. Try a hard count. He's going to call timeout. On 4th down, a timeout. Broncos likely going to punt when we return. We're back at 30 seconds. You're watching Spring Hill High School Sports on Spring Hill Sports.
Being a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation is about making a difference in a child's life to ensure they will have every opportunity to succeed in the classroom and beyond. My name is Dr. Bart Gehring, and I have been a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation for 25 years.
Crowd getting into it, but a punting situation here. Carson Royal does come out to punt it away for the Broncos. They'll fake it again, Matt. Sims is back to return inside his own 10. Royal will get it. A good boot in this one. Sims is going to have a chance to return it. Bobble. Broncos make contact. The ball comes loose, but he's able to get on top of it at the 4-yard line. Nice play there for the coverage team. And Sims a little shaken up. He was focused on catching the ball and not the defender that was barreling down on him. I believe that was Lucas Golston with that tackle on special teams.
I think both him and Cade Myers were in on that one.
And so a punt to end drive number 1 for the Broncos here with 9:06. They took nearly 4 minutes off the clock, but end up turning it over. Back to the Cyclones. Injured player is Sims. They're working on him. We'll wait and see what his situation is. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
They're thin.
Well, Sims escorted off the field. Nate Sims, the 6'1", 170-pound sophomore. Again, another one of those sophomores that are a factor. A lot of guys that we've said their names a lot, underclassmen. Sims, though, escorted off the field and favoring his left arm. So Ottawa have it first down and 10 from their own 20. Pass outside, thrown underneath. He's got his man, Cole McGrath, but modest gain on first down.
Modest gain, but we're keeping the receiver in front of him. We don't want to let that big play. That's been one of our Achilles heels throughout the year, so we just need to gang tackle, and they did down that play.
Well, number 15 last week took one of those plays just like that, turned it into a 60-yard touchdown.
Absolutely, yep.
Keep that stuff in front of you and make it stay in front of you. That's exactly what they did. Nice job by Kendall Heiss on the near side. Give him 3 officially, brings up second down and 7. Vink under center, full house backfield, inverted wishbone, turn handoff. Last guy through is Sylvie. Lost it, ball's loose. It should be Bronco football. There's not a lot of other white jersey, but they say he was down. That might be the right call, I think. He was, when that ball kind of came out, it looked a little late. Sylvie, enough for the first down, though. He needed 7, he got 8. And they've changed. They had them 5 wide, 3 wide receivers to each side, or 4 wide every possession. They come in tight.
Seen everything, right?
3 men in the backfield. Yeah, it's been dealer's choice over there. Walt Alexander will forget more about football than we'll ever know, so
Absolutely.
it allows him to be able to multiple formations. Same thing, but a little different take on it. Handoff, Sylvie, Broncos disciplined. Nice play running downhill for the Broncos. Making that play is Blaine Sommer, the 6', 210-pound sophomore, coming in, playing behind the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, brings up a 2nd down and 10.
Very good pursuit by the Bronco D.
And then they're trying to confuse you a little bit. Now, we were talking about all the formations, different alignments and stuff. A lot of times you do all that, it's still dive. It's still a run-off tackle.
Well, it's like the Chiefs. They do all this crazy stuff that looks fun and fancy, but it's essentially the same play.
Right. A loss of 1, actually, when they finally marked that down. 2nd down and 11. Rolling, far side, wide open, a lot of room. Throws it behind his man, nearly intercepted. Golston was there. Why Vink didn't pull it down and run it, I'll never know. The guy he threw it to is a fullback who would have really turned into a nice blocker for him out there with no other defenders. He's going to want that one back when he gets it in film, but it falls incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 11.
So far this evening, when Ottawa's had real 3rd and long situations, they've struggled. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with here.
Screen pass was a big one, though, resulted in a long touchdown play. And now the Broncos play clock down to 5 for the Cyclones. Probably a timeout forthcoming. Here it is for Ottawa. Cyclones take a timeout. Both teams have had to take a couple of timeouts here in the early going of this second half. It's 19-14. Ottawa staring down a 3rd and 11 when we return in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2015. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Third down and 11 for the Ottawa Cyclones, coming off a timeout. They just kind of ran out of time with their play call to get it in. So they'll re-rack the play clock and do it again. 3 wide receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Vink, the quarterback, with Sylvie to his right. Hard count. Broncos able to stay behind the line of scrimmage. TFL's moved into that D tackle spot. Well blocked by Ottawa. Lets it fly, wants his man downfield, and nothing there. Intended once again for McGrath. It brings up a 4th down in a punting situation for the Cyclones.
Good coverage again for the Broncos.
It was well blocked up front, and finally somebody gotten through as the Broncos were bringing some pressure off the near side from Clayton Meek. Meek moved out to a DN. TFL down to a tackle spot. Ryan Paul to come on to return this punt from Navarro. And Tumbler fielded at the 40 for Paul. Surveying, gets past one defender. Little stutter step, still on his feet. And up near midfield, fighting hard to get inside Cyclone territory. And the Broncos will. Broncos will take over this one at the Ottawa 49-yard line.
Or
right at midfield. What do they do?
Well,
they're going to set it.
For a Bronco active logic first down.
Be interesting to see what the Broncos come out with this app, what Coach Feedback has for this series.
First down and 10. First one ended in a punt. This one starts with a Colton McKenna big run. And McKenna had that spot.
I think we need to have the trainer tape up Colton McKenna's shoe.
But that was up to the That was up to the 39-yard line. And the far side official took a full yard step back to make that spot. They're seeing something I'm not seeing, I guess. Doesn't matter. 2nd down and 1. Big run up the middle. Stumpf looking for contact. He won't make a no-doubter on that one, as he'll run it 8 yards on 2nd down and 2.
I love the way he lowers his shoulder pads, and he just asks for the contact. It's great.
Back-to-back 8-yard runs from the running back core of the Broncos. Stumpf on the left side. McKenna will go in motion out of the backfield. Handoff. Stumpf. Barrel forward. Another good run up. Fresh legs for Patrick Stumpf, and he'll pick up 5 or 6 yards on 1st down.
And you know they're keen on McKenna on these. They're setting at least one defender just on him, if not 2. So if you can use McKenna as a decoy a couple times, 1, it gives him a breather from getting contact, but 2, it takes a couple guys out of the play for us.
Well, him leaving, coming out of the backfield was certainly that decoy.
Right.
Handoff. Stumpf again. Trying to get back up to the 25-yard line. Picking up a couple, but it'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Cyclones.
Number 15, Cole McGrath.
Got to assume this is 2-down territory.
3rd and 2 for the Broncos at the Ottawa 25.
Handoff McKenna. You lost him, Caden. Going the other direction. Up. They fooled you. Fooled me. I was watching you. McKenna does get the 1st down, though. Just needed to get up to the 24 and easily got that as he's inside the 20-yard line.
Took advantage of the defensive end playing on the inside of the offensive lineman. McKenna was able to hit that hole on the outside.
Quickly back to it. McKenna run off left side. Across the 15 up near the 12-yard line. This is methodical and demoralizing.
Right.
5-yard run.
2nd and 5 for the Broncos.
It's the 7th play of this drive that started at the 50-yard line. McKenna trying to bounce out. Looking for number 4 on the night. Took it a pylon. Dives for it. Touchdown, Broncos. His 4th of the night. Colton McKenna from 14 yards out.
You know, really, that was pretty well played by the Cyclone defense. McKenna just said, try to catch me. Try to stop me. You're not going to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to that orange thing. We'll race to it.
I'll see you when I get there.
See you when I get there. 4:11 to play in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos. Shenanigans out on the highway. See those taillights.
Right.
Pick up that license plate, Caden. Going for 2 the other way. How about a quarterback keeper from Tyson Beshore, and the Broncos lead at 27-14 here on homecoming.
He's doing his best Colton McKenna impression on that one.
Same corner.
Right.
Find me again. 14-yard run. The Broncos lead at 27-14. We're back at 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Twenty-seven 14. Gotta remember my bumper music, Matt.
I like it.
27-14 Broncos leading at 27 here. They have answered back. They've trailed one time in this game. They trailed 14-13, got the lead back 19-14 going into halftime. Were forced to punt on their opening drive, but the last one went 7 plays, 50 yards, took 2 minutes and 32 seconds off the clock, capped off on a 14-yard Colton McKenna touchdown run. And the Broncos lead at 27-14, kicking it away, Ryan Jackson. Navarro. Sims has been the return man. He has not likely back there as he was banged up. Sylvie will go back to return it. Navarro will field it at the 10. 11. Far side return. Won't let him get into the open field.
No.
And he goes across the 25-yard line up to the 26, 27, and that's where Ottawa will start this drive. You know, we talked about in those games, Tonganoxie, Paola game, or Tonganoxie and the Eudora games, the tenacity and grit. The Broncos have shown that. Today showed it last week, even in a lopsided game, just stand out there and continue to compete. But tonight, that grit, when they fell behind by one, but just kept chopping wood.
Yeah, absolutely. And that last drive, I loved how the coaching staff just changed it up a little bit. Took the ball out of McCann's hand, made him a decoy, a couple plays, gave it to Stump, and then went right back to McCann for the score.
They will start at the 27. Here with 4:05 to play in the third quarter. Vink, straight drop. Lets it rip. It's in double coverage. No, Navarro just squeaked past Hagen Whitcraft. We just talked about his speed, and boy, he came up on cue.
That's Coach Avery.
So that was a 40-yard completion all the way up near the 31-yard line. And it was
Hank Coach Aver
in coverage?
Yeah, with the catch.
No, that's the wrong roster.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
That's Spring Hill. This is number 10 over here on these guys. It's
we're
Navarro.
Struggling.
I knew it was. It was Navarro. It's first down and 10. That's what matters for the Broncos from the 31-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Sylvie bottled up. Host of Broncos there. Casey O'Neill, one of the leaders up there. Keanu Tiafau as well. And Anderson, of course, his nose in it as well. Ends up being a 2-yard gain for Sylvie, but the big pass to Navarro.
The pass was well defended. It was perfectly thrown, and it was a fantastic grab.
We'll figure out the actual length of that in a moment.
28.
I was right, 42-yard officially. Officially within the confines of this room. And
don't ask me,
listening,
I would say 14 because it's backwards.
2 wide receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Again, Vink, sent a man in motion. Sylvie to his right. Pressure coming, TFL looking that way. They wanted that screen pass. It was that time well defended. All over Sylvie. Anderton had the running back, and Keanu TFL had the quarterback.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Great play by both.
That ball's incomplete. And it'll bring up a third down and 7. Likely 2-down territory here for the Cyclones.
3rd and 7 for the Cyclones.
3rd down and 7, just inside the 30-yard line. Play clock at 6. 4. Play clock at 1. Just called a timeout. They did get it off. I don't think there was going to be a delayed game, but Coach Alexander just used his second timeout of the half. It'll be 3rd down and 7 when we return in 30 seconds on your home for Bronco Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
We could do a mobile. We could broadcast from anywhere around the track. So
I'm going to need a booster seat. Right now I can see because I'm above.
You'll be able to see. We'll take care of it.
Okay.
3rd down and 6 for the Broncos. Just talking about my parade float. I'm going to go home and I'm obviously going to be wore out after this exciting game, but I'm going to go back and work on that parade float for tomorrow and unreel it. It'll take a lot of things we have to work right, like everything we do. 3rd down. Vink, pressure comes, steps up though, gets past that pressure. Bo Gardner finds it. He's got to take a ride there with Bo Gardner, and Vink trying to keep that play alive, able to do so, but he's going to be short of a first down. Did get across the 20-yard line. A real favorable spot to where he got it up to the 25. He's up to the 23-yard line. It'll be fourth down and certainly manageable here for the Cyclones. He hasn't ran much tonight, but
when he has, they've counted. He's had some good decisions to run.
Picked up 4. Fourth down and 1. Inside the 2 minutes of this third quarter. Broncos trying to keep the lead 2 scores. Up inside. Sylvie gets it. First down, but a penalty flag comes in there. Likely hold. I think it's going to end up being a hold on Ferguson. The fullback on the near side working against, I think, Riley Frank. And it was going to be a first down, but I think this is going to be a holding penalty that's going to back them up from the line of scrimmage. So instead of a fourth down and 2, well, now the Broncos are going the other direction. Well, I was prognosticating incorrectly. That's where a flag normally is, in my experience, which is ever growing.
I would tend to agree, but
personal foul, though.
Face mask. Okay.
So it was a defensive lineman getting a hold of a face mask up front, and a personal foul variety to boot on a fourth down. And so that will move the Cyclones to a first and goal opportunity. A minute 37 to play in the third quarter. Cyclones knocking on the door. Trying to make it a one-score game once again. Turn, handoff, Sylvie. And he's up near the 2-yard line.
D-line's got to get their – they've got to hold their ground a little bit. The running back's not getting touched until about 3-4 yards down the field.
Second down and goal at the 2. For Spring Hill, or for Ottawa, rather. Broncos faced back against the wall on the opening drive of the game, stood up and turned them over on downs. And then a big screen pass was one of the plays, and now the Ottawa Cyclones driving. Handoff, the fullback, Ferguson. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. Third down. Bo Gardner there at the point of attack. Carson Royal as well for Spring Hill. Third down and goal.
Number 45, Bo Gardner. Third and goal.
He got a yard. How did he get a yard?
I was actually surprised. I felt like he barely got to the line of scrimmage, and that would, I feel like, be giving him credit.
Well, they do give him a yard. I'll bring up a third down and 1. Third down and goal from the 1. Then the center went too early. Yep. That'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Cyclones. It'll be on the center.
And that's a big penalty, setting them back.
Yeah, from a third down and 1 third down and goal at the 1-yard line to third down and goal at the 6 is a big difference. The old snap infraction.
I like that term, snap infraction.
It's fun to say.
Snap infraction. I feel like there's a lot of infractions going around these days.
If you, I don't know, I was trying to think of a dad joke, but this may not be the time or the place, Matt.
Yeah, there's always time for a dad joke. Caden, you'll be there someday.
Yep. They give you a book before you leave the hospital.
Yep.
Full of dad jokes. And then you have to add to them over time. So.
Right.
Snap infraction. I'll say it one more time just for fun, and then that will be the final play of the third quarter. So they run it out here. We'll flip ends. Cyclones will still be knocking on the door on a third down and goal from the 6 when we return in 1 minute for the fourth quarter. Broncos lead at 27-14 on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
All right, here we go. Fourth quarter of action. Cyclones, 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. They'll line up and get down there. Here's Vink trying an option, trying to cut back against the grain, looking for the goal line. They're going to say he's down. Everybody, I'm telling you, the spots have been weird, but this one, all the Ottawa Cyclones threw their hands up, and he was just short of the goal line.
I almost did, and I actually thought the quarterback kept it. That was a good fake, or not a good, I mean,
he
good
did
job.
keep it. Yeah, the quarterback ran that one. Yeah.
The fake was to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just confused all in general.
It's all good, man. I kept a track of him. There's one of the three of us have to know what's happening.
Right.
That's all there is. That's why we have 3 people up here.
It might have something to do with the legs for the camera. Maybe they're
you are looking deceiving. Through some stuff.
That's an excuse.
It's 4th down and goal for the 1, though. Try the quarterback sneak. They give it to him. The quarterback sneak by Vink.
Touchdown, Ottawa. Number 1, Zeton Vink.
And he ends up getting it punched in finally with 11:14 to go. That drive started with 4:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. And punched in on a 1-yard plunge. You needed all of it. That was 1st and goal at the 3, if you remember, right?
Right.
And they used it all. And so the point after attempt will, and somebody jumped off sides, one side or the other. I believe the Broncos may have gotten an early start there.
Yard penalty on the play.
It's going to be against Ottawa. Broncos have been getting almost some pressure. Been real close on a couple. Navarro has got a good strong leg.
If you recall, that first extra point was kind of a knuckleball through the uprights.
And he got tipped.
Right,
in fact. Yeah. Vink's the holder. This will be a 25-yard point after attempt. From the 15. Navarro. Snaps back, holds down. Kick is on the way, and it is good. 21-27. We've got a good one going on here tonight on homecoming. The Broncos and the Cyclones. Broncos will be back in offense when we return in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
Back
27-21. Hats off to Walt Alexander and the Ottawa Cyclones.
Absolutely.
I'm just telling you, it was a completely different program 3 years ago, and he has got them thinking they can. Go down, young man. You've got a 5 followed by another number on your jersey. It's usually not what you're supposed to do.
You're not used to
ball.
carrying
But he
the
wanted
football.
to run it. He was going to make a play.
Hey, that's his highlight.
Jacob Anderson right there, linebacker. He ought to be able to carry that ball. And doesn't matter. Broncos will start very good field position as they will start, but they need to answer right here. They cannot allow the Cyclones to get the ball back in their hands with an opportunity to take the lead again in this 4th quarter. It is tenuous 6-point lead here for the Broncos as they start at their own 33-yard line with 11-10. Ottawa's done a better job here in the second half as well against the run, at least giving up those big ones. McKenna will have the carry for a couple across the 25, or 35 rather, up near the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3.
McKenna's had to work for all of his yardage tonight.
You want to use up the clock, but you got to continue to get first downs, and you want to cap it off on a score. Even a Ryan Jackson field goal would be a big one right here. Man. Not much there for McKenna.
Big third down, third and long.
This is a big play right here coming up. Broncos looking at a 3rd down and 7, 10:23 to play in the fourth quarter, holding on to a 6-point lead. A 3-and-out would be exactly what the doctor ordered for Ottawa after just marching it down the field. On an 8-play drive, Beshore on 3rd and 6. Throws it underneath. He wants Torres. Contact and falls incomplete. Well played by the defense. They just got there at the right time. Did McCullough and knocked that one out of the air. Rather, that was not 5 but 15. Cole McGrath to make that play, and the Broncos turn it over on a punt.
You know, the Ottawa secondary taking advantage. You know, that's one of those plays where the receiver needs to fight for the ball. He needs to reach, get his arms extended for that one. I think if he extends his arms, he brings it in, but he waited for it to come to him just a little bit too long, and it makes a really good play by the secondary.
So a punt here by Carson Royal. Pressure's going to be on that Bronco defense. Royal unleashes a beast all the way down to the 10-yard line. It dies. Runner picks it up for some reason. Navarro trying to pick his way through, and it still ends up being a really good punt from Carson Royal. It was a 50-yard punt in the air. Got about a 6-yard return, so around a 44, 45-yard punt for Carson Royal. When he needs one, he usually busts one of those out. Remember at Ottawa, or Eudora, but the very next play was a 98-yard touchdown.
Right.
So punt here with 9:50. Bronco defense needs to force another quick 3-and-out so the offense can get the separation they need here on this one. Ottawa will start this drive at their own 22-yard line. On the near hash here with 9:50 to play in this ball game. Frontier League homecoming. Congratulations earlier tonight, Kyla Rivers, Noah Anderton, homecoming king and queen respectively. Some dancing getting kicked off here before too long. Vink, handoff, Sylvie. And Bo Gardner and the D-line holding pat that time.
If you notice, Bo Gardner ran up, smacked the defensive lineman to adjust his alignment a little bit. Great job being the field, essentially the defensive quarterback out there.
Carson Royal, really the guy who's held down that DN spot as well. Clayton Valerie coming in to provide some support. Ends up being a gain of 3 on the run by Sylvie. Brings up 2nd down and 7. Broncos need a stop. Handoff, Sylvie again, not much there. Another nice stop up front. That time at the point of attack for the Broncos up front, Logan Alexander. And a modest gain of just a yard brings up 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 6, excuse me.
I feel like both teams have benefited a little bit for some very generous forward progress.
yeah. It's
no, the Broncos have too, but
you can add about a yard or about 5 yards onto your final stats when it's all done. There's just some bonus yards. Navarro goes in motion on 3rd down and 6. Straight drop, Vink throws it underneath. He's got his man. He makes the catch. And that's McGrath with the 7-yard completion on a 3rd and 6.
When a slant is played like that, when it's their quarterback and the receiver just playing catch, that's really, really hard to defend for the defensive backfield.
8:23 and counting here in this fourth quarter. Ottawa looking to drive as they've got it up to the 33-yard line, pick up their first down on this drive. Up to the 33-yard line. Navarro will split out to the near side, working against Hagen Whitcraft. Navarro well across the line of scrimmage. He'll back up now. Wide receivers move to the near side. They'll throw a spot pass out for McGrath. It's well blocked. And then finally fights off the block. Helped out comes from the inside from Anderton. McCullough up to the 38-yard line. Golston with the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Maybe make it 5 on 1st down.
2nd and 5 for Cyclones at their own 43.
And it'll bring up that 2nd down and 5. Ottawa is not going to be in a hurry. They just need to get 1st downs, and they want to run some of this clock down as well.
Right.
Things should – sense of urgency from the Broncos on defense. Need a big play. McGrath not quite as quick as he was. He's limping around out there at that far wide receiver spot. Vink with running back to his left. Throw it out. He wants McCullough. McCullough trying to make a guy miss. Here comes a penalty flag in as well. Likely a holding penalty as
Could be a personal foul.
Could be something else after the play. Is Carson Royal, an offensive lineman.
I just saw the ending with this.
So did I. Cole Callahan.
They're pointing at the defense. I think it might be a personal foul.
Cole Callahan. This would be a big, tough break against the Broncos if that's the case. And I can tell you, every bit of body language that white hat is doing is leaning towards the purple.
Right. And not even on the same side of the field as the play. That's just a mental error.
So a personal foul against Carson Royal. That was going to be a 3rd and long. And instead it'll be a first down up inside Bronco territory when they finally mark this thing for play. With 7:09 to play. That is big. So it'll be first and 10 inside Bronco territory at the 47.
Spring Hill, 47.
Ottawa being very methodical on this drive, and they're marching it forward. Broncos helping them out a little bit there. Two wide receivers far side, a wing to the far side as well. Sylvie to the right of Vink, cuts back against the grain, little counter action, well played by the Broncos. Casey O'Neill, first guy there. Keanu Tiafau as well. And then Bo Gardner cleaning things up. Ends up being just a gain of 1 on the run by Sylvie. Bring up 2nd down and 9 for Ottawa. Clock melting away. There was 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter last week at this time.
I know. Granted, a lot of scoring.
Well,
a lot of scoring. A lot of penalties.
Yes. And a timeout. Nope. Should be. Maybe they got it. Yep, Coach got it. They were going off the quarterback calling timeout. That was not in time, but I think Coach Alexander got the timeout. That will be the last timeout Ottawa has, though, with 6 minutes to play in this ballgame, I do believe. I think they've called 2 other ones in the second half. Yes, that's the last timeout for the Cyclones. We'll just keep it right here. Again, Fall Festival activities going on tomorrow. Parade at 10 o'clock in downtown. Not downtown Spring Hill, rather, out on Webster Street. And then head to the park. Dustin saying there's more vendors than ever before down there for the kids, craft vendors, food vendors. I mean, it's the best day ever for food in Spring Hill. You have your pick of whatever you want.
Yep.
If it's a potato that's fried a different way, or if it's a meat that's been fried or prepared in a multitude of ways, go to the park tomorrow for the Spring Hill Falls Festival. The bus route's running as well around town. SpringHillFallFestival.com. Plus, keep up to date on everything we've got going on across our network at VarsitySportsLive.com. Broncos schedule up there for the upcoming games, as well as at YouTube.com at Spring Hill Sports Live to find out more about what we've got going on across our network. 2nd down, they've gone back into the phone booth here. Handoff, Sylvie, bottled up.
He's going to have forward progress on that one. They're going to have 3rd and manageable coming up.
He ends up getting across the 45 up to the 42-yard line. On the run by Sylvie. Gain of about 3. So
Huge
3rd down and 5. Yep, big 3rd down. Maybe the biggest of the game here with 5.5 to go. Broncos clinging to a 6-point lead.
Defensive line's got to get in there and disrupt.
Out of timeouts. Play clock at 5. Vink, throw it out, wants McCullough. Spot pass, whiffed. Did Valerie. Or excuse me, that wasn't Valerie, rather it was 18, not 16. Tough open field tackle there against McCullough, and he's got the 1st down, moves the chains. Siler Stewart just missed him. Keep that head up, keep your eyes up.
Right. He was in the right place at the right time. But again, that's a hard tackle to make.
Very tough
really
tackle.
Difficult.
And ended up getting 7 on the play. Inside the 35 up to the 34-yard line. To McCullough. He's been a threat for them. The sophomore in the slot to the far side. They will run the same play to the other side. Nope. Running up the middle for Sylvie. Bo Gardner. Keanu Tiafau. Not much doing there. Inside the 5-minute mark. 4:35 to play, in fact, in this game. Ottawa not wanting to give the ball back to the Broncos at all. Spring Hill will have 2 timeouts if they touch the ball again. That defense is looking a little gassed as well.
Right, and looming large with that missed extra point earlier.
Just 1-yard gain for Sylvie. Brings up 2nd down. Broncos defense is just stiffing right here. Five guys, 8 yards away from the ball. Rolling near side, Vink looking back. Once that screen, McCall is guarded by Gardner. Gardner got away with one, did he? He did. Yeah, that far side coach is absolutely correct.
As he should be.
Now, that's right at the line of scrimmage. It's not 5 yards deep.
Fair enough.
So there's a chance. That may be what the official's telling McCullough right now. He was running right along the line of scrimmage.
Right.
It wasn't 5 yards or 6 yards downfield is where that was developing because it was a screen pass. Now, when the ball goes in the air, you can't make contact anymore. That's pass interference. You can definitely make contact before the ball goes in the air. And Bo Gardner got away with one. That might be the biggest play of the game. We're looking for our absolute play of the game, and our Shara Shrum Prudential Financial Player of the Game will announce in our Shoemaker Collision postgame show. Vink going the other way. Broncos cover the option. Bring them down. Well played. Clayton Valerie turned it back inside, and then there was Bo Gardner once again, probably looking at double-digit tackles. And it's going to be a huge play by the defense and a big 4th down.
Much better coverage on the option. We said it earlier. They exploited it a little bit, and the Bronco defense stiffens up and makes the right play.
A loss of 4 on the play brings up a 4th down and 13. This could be the play of the game. Ottawa with no more timeouts. Broncos with a 6-point lead. They could basically ice this thing with the ball on this play right here. 4th down and 13. Broncos defense needs a stop. Straight drop. Plenty of time. Tiafau giving pressure to Vink. Throws it in between the hands. Penalty flag goes down.
Yep. I hate to say it.
Just got there a hair early.
Early.
And it was at the intended target once again. McCullough, and another penalty is going to bail out Ottawa. They've had a personal foul by Royal that would have brought up a 3rd down that kept the drive alive earlier as well. And now this pass interference, we'll see.
Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards from the previous. Resulting in 1st down.
They can do all they want, but hey.
Pass interference. I believe that was Kendall Heiss.
Just got there
in coverage over there. Early. And now Ottawa, they are in business. Broncos. I'll tell you what, everybody looked around the schedule and saw Ottawa win over Eudora last week and thought, that was interesting. How'd that happen?
Now we know.
This score shows up. If they hold on here, the Broncos need to make a stop. It will certainly turn some eyeballs. And not one the Broncos had on their schedule that was going to be this competitive, I don't believe, and that may be part of the factor in this game.
Homecoming distractions.
Handoff Sylvie, another big run. Valerie coming down to make the play.
Tackled by number 16, Clayton Valerie.
It's a gain of 5 on the run by Sylvie, and again, they're just running so much time off the clock. This is the 11th play of this drive.
2nd and 6 with Cyclones. Spring Hill 18.
This will be play number 12. Straight drop, Vink looking. Throws it intended for McGrath. Falls incomplete, 3rd down.
Man, if Paul would have, he ran up to make the play. If he would have stayed back, which you're taught to run up and make the play, but if he stays back, he's
perfect position like it was thrown to him. His eyes were on the offensive player.
Which they should be, I mean.
But a 3rd down. Broncos defense going to have another chance 2 times. Navarro probably has a leg that can get this field goal, but that's not going to do them any good. So 2 opportunities. Get to where you're going, Caden. Handoff Sylvie.
Another fourth down.
And a fourth down.
On the tackle, number 31, Noah Anderson.
Big fourth down, 2 minutes and 9 seconds and counting here in this game. That is, I'll be honest, more competitive than I expected it to be as well. And that's because the Ottawa Cyclones are not the Ottawa Cyclones of the last 6 to 8 years.
Got to be thinking that wide receiver screen to McCullough out here on the right side.
Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down, game on the line. This would do it. Vink calls for it. Spot pass out here. McCullough blocked. Who's there? Broncos get a hold of it. Makes the play. What a huge play by the Broncos to come up and knock it down. Evan Brown, haven't said his name the entire game. Evan Brown comes up to make the play on a stop to hold pat on a fourth down and a turnover on downs. What a huge play by the Broncos, and they're going to hold on and win this one.
Broncos read that. I think the coaching staff was screaming the whole thing. That's the same formation they've used earlier, and that play's worked for, little moderate chunks of yardage. Broncos read it, did a great job gang tackling.
Hard-fought ball game. Kudos to the Ottawa Cyclones. Broncos can go into victory and take a couple of kneel downs here. And they will get the win here on homecoming. Just try and make sure this doesn't get too chippy down there, perhaps. The Broncos, man, this was a tough game that never felt like they were in control of it, but they were able to get enough control at the times they did, and that proved to be the difference.
Right.
Just a couple of drives difference in this one.
Definitely some stuff we need to work on. We need to go back to the drawing board and evaluate some things, but, it's better to walk away with a win on homecoming than it is to lick your wounds on a loss.
No, there's some play-by-play clips as part of my parade float, and I wasn't going to feel as good about it if I had to go put those in there after tonight after a loss. But that's not going to be the case here tonight. The Broncos are going to win it 27-21. I'll have to snap it one more time and take a knee. There are no moral victories, but the Cyclones, they're going to pick up a few more wins on this season. They're going to be a handful for teams like Paola, Tonganoxie.
They're well coached. They're disciplined. They've had very, very few penalties.
No turnovers.
Right.
Not a lot of penalties. But it's going to be just 6 points short, and the Broncos are happy about that. Broncos win it here, 27-21 on homecoming. Congratulations, Kyler Rembers, Noah Anderson, homecoming court for 2023. Plenty to talk about on the postgame show as Spring Hill will win this one 27-21. They will move to 4-1 on the year. Ottawa will fall to 2-3, and we'll come back and talk about it next on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show. Broncos winners tonight here on homecoming. We'll talk about it next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home. home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Back out here, 27-21, the Broncos winners here at home on homecoming over the Ottawa Cyclones. B.J. Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo here as we wrap things up on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. Make sure you go by seeing folks at Shoemaker Collision. If you got deer season right around the corner, busy time for those folks certainly, and that happens to you. Be sure to go by and see the folks at Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision and paint center. They work with all insurance companies, get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. Here's how we got to where we are here on the postgame show as the Broncos win at 27-21. We start out in the first half of this one, and the Broncos Ottawa would take the ball to begin things. The Cyclones take the ball on the opening drive. A nice drive all the way down the field, but end up turning it over on downs after a 4-minute, 51-second drive. Back to the Broncos it goes, and the Spring Hill Broncos would strike first. After a 5-play drive, it would be capped off on a 56-yard run. Colton McCann a touchdown, leading at 7-0. Next drive, Ottawa's forced to punt, but on the punt, Ryan Paul fumbles it away. Ottawa takes advantage of the turnover, and 3 plays later, a pass to McCullough, who ends up, at that point, we weren't sure exactly the factor number 5 for Ottawa McCullough would be, Aiden McCullough, but he was a big factor for them in this game. In fact, the guy they were going to on the final play of the game, and he picks up a 41-yard touchdown catch with 1:25 to play in the first quarter, and it's 7-7 with 1:25 to play in the first quarter. Spring Hill would start their drive with their own 31-yard line with 1:15, and they would march it down the field, cap it off on a 7-yard Colton McCann touchdown with 10:25 to play in the first half. A 3-minute drive would put the Broncos back in front 13-7. Ottawa would take over their own 43-yard line, but they would answer right back as well 6 plays later on a 3-yard touchdown run by Sylvie. Sylvie, the workhorse all night long, and was on that drive as well. A 2-minute, 20-second drive capped off with a good PAT would make it 14-13. Ottawa would lead briefly at the 8-minute mark of the first half, but Spring Hill would answer right back on a beautiful drive. They would start at their own 20 with 8 minutes to play, and they would eventually go 12 plays, 80 yards, take 5 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock, and cap it off on an 8-yard touchdown run by Colton McCann, his third of the half, making it 19-14. That's how we would go to halftime. Coming out in the second half, the Broncos would start the drive start the second half with the ball, but they'd be forced to punt. Ottawa would be forced to punt, and then the Broncos would probably make the most consequential plays of the game on this ensuing drive as they would start at the Ottawa 50-yard, or right at the 50-yard line. It was a little bit on Ottawa's side perhaps, with 6:43 to play in the third quarter. And the Broncos would go 7 plays, 50 yards, capped off on a 14-yard Colton McCann a touchdown, his 4th of the game. The 2-point conversion by Beshore, also big, made it 27-14, but Ottawa, man, they would answer right back. Started their own 27-yard line with 4:05 to play in the ball game, in the third quarter, and they would march it down the field, taking advantage of some mistakes by the Broncos, a personal foul, and also would keep that drive alive on a face mask up at the D-line spot. And eventually, they would punch it in with a 1-yard run by the quarterback and a quarterback keeper on a 4th down and goal. They had it 1st and goal to 3, but then they end up going on a 4th down and goal, and the quarterback, Vink, is able to punch it in, make it 27-21. Broncos go 3 and out on the ensuing drive, and then Ottawa gets it back with a chance with 9:50 to play. That's what happened right there. They took it over with 9:50 to play. The Broncos got the ball back with 1:30. They ran almost 8.5 minutes off the clock in the fourth quarter, did Ottawa on that final drive, but eventually they hold up strong, and Brown for the Broncos comes up to make the play. Evan Brown Haven't seen much of him this year, but he comes up and makes a huge play here on homecoming as the Broncos win it. Final score 27-21. We'll take another quick break. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up here from the Shack. The Broncos winners. We'll talk more. We got to award our Sherry Shrum Prudential Financial Player of the Game and our Absolute Painting Play of the Game when we return in 2 minutes on the Shoemaker Collision Postgame Show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
First Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Back out here one final time on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show. BJ Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo. As we wrap things up, Broncos winners tonight on homecoming, holding off a feisty Ottawa Cyclones team 27-21 to get the win, move to 4-1 on the season. And Cyclones dropped to 2-3 on the year. It's time for our absolute play of the game, brought to you by Absolute Painting. From a fresh coat of paint to refinishing your cabinets, they offer a wide range of services to meet your needs. Revamp your space with our expert painters or call for a free quote today, 75-367-3007. Absolute Painting, where quality as absolute. And we decided that our absolute play of the game, Evan Brown, the stop at the end of the game certainly was the big one. They were able to get that stop. That won the game. Ottawa gets a first down there. it might be a different outcome in this game. And so that's certainly a big factor in this one. Plus, the play that they were running had been getting 5 or 6 or 8 yards every time they ran it. They couldn't get more than 3 or 4, and Evan Brown comes up to make that play of the game, brought to you by Absolute Painting. And, of course, our player of the game brought to you by Prudential Financial, Shara Shrum. Player of the game brought to you by her. Achieving your financial goals is a team sport. Call Shara Shrum today at 913-592-5573. Don't call her today. She's been up early. She was out at the golf course at first thing this morning helping with the golf tournament. So let her sleep in maybe tomorrow. But the Prudential Insurance Company of America, Newark, New Jersey. And our player of the game, Noah Anderton. Obviously, Colton McKenna, he's going to be close to 200 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. It's incredible. He does it almost every week. But Noah Anderton tonight, offense, defensively, had big runs when he needed to, had the big stops when he wanted to. Honorable mention on the defensive side of the ball, perhaps, for Bo Gardner as well. And then Anderton wrapping it all up with Homecoming King as well. So a nice night for Noah Anderton, our player of the game, brought to you by Prudential Financial, Shara Shrum. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, final score, Broncos win it 27-21 here over the Ottawa Cyclones on Homecoming. There's dancing going on over at the high school. Lots of fun stuff happening in Spring Hill this weekend for the Fall Festival. Come down here, get it. Come out, check it out. Stick around town for the weekend to go support these people who are putting on this event. And be sure to look for us in the parade coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m. as well. For Caden Carbajo, Matt Jones, I'm BJ Harris saying so long from Spring Hill High School. Broncos winners 27-21 over Ottawa. You watch it all here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.